Hey guys, hi Kenny, hi Darla. Can y'all hear me okay? Are we good? Trying to make sure here. Set the camera settings. How's everybody doing? Hi Pacola. Christy. How's everybody doing? Good? Okay, thanks. Hi Ray. Carla. Carla and Darla. Hope you're doing well, Kenny. Hope y'all can hear me. I have this fan. Let me move this fan so it doesn't make it sound like I'm in a tunnel when I'm talking into the fan. Hi, Joey, Taylor. Who else am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing people coming in. So if you're joining us for the first time, or if you're watching the recording, I spend a few minutes before the show starts to say good morning to everybody. So if you don't like the chit chat, just slide that little bar. Everybody here wants to hear it because they're here chatting with me. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Hi, your little red wagon. What a cute name. Oh my gosh. Hi, Andrew. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Debbie. Let's see, Dee Dee's U3. Joan, Riri, hi Elaine, Christine, Teresa, loving kindness. Good morning. Thanks, Teresa. Hi, Mary Lou. Welcome from Boston. Amy. Anybody else that's new here? Thanks for coming in. Kelly Simmons. Who else? There's Julie, our Topaz. Happy Marvelous Monday to you too. Louise, Karen, Kat. Let's see who else. Jill, Zany Jill, Jill Zany Crazy Unique Style. Do I follow you, Jill? If I'm not, I need to be. Oh my gosh, too funny. I love y'all's names. So yeah, I have some happy mail to show. Some funny happy mail. I hope APG Jamie comes in. Oh my gosh, guys. How many of you have ever got mail? I know a lot of you have got happy mail from APG Jamie. Oh my gosh. I got some happy mail. It's going to crack you guys up. You're going to laugh your little kitten breeches off. Hi, let's see. I think I said hi to Riri, Louise. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mama Four. So, yeah, on Facebook. Okay, Jill. But do you have a YouTube channel? I'll have to look. I'll have to see if you're on YouTube. I spend more time on YouTube than I do on Facebook. I spend very little time on Facebook, guys. I'm just saying. You send me a friend request, it may be a week before I even see it. I'm telling you, I'm on Facebook very, very little. I'm on YouTube the most, Twitter, and Instagram. So those are the places that I'm the most. Let's see. Dogs don't have cats whisper. Oh my gosh, Teresa, I haven't ever got one of those. I will tell you what we're gonna do. This is what she sent me. We're gonna go through this today. My eyes are watering now. I can't see chat. Oh my gosh. I start laughing and my eyes start watering. Oh, hi, Nosh. For your scavenger hunt journal. Oh, okay. I got it now, Teresa. Gotcha. Hi, Art Dabbler. I know I'm probably missing people. Hi, Star. Yeah. If y'all didn't see, look. Art responsibility. Art responsibly. Art responsibly. Wait till y'all see what she said. Oh my God. And then I'm blaming, I don't know if Colleen and Kathy will be here this early, Kathy Berg and Colleen, but I was enabled. Colleen enabled me, or either Colleen or Kathy, one of the two. So, and these I haven't pumped and started yet, activated yet. So I did get the Artisa paint pens. I swatched this many out so far. These are the ones I've swatched out. These right here. And I still have this many left to swatch. So yeah. Hi Ray. Let's see who else. Hi Molly. Molly, I got your happy mail too. I'm going to show that. Molly sent me a nice little Valentine envelope of stuff. Thank you so much, Molly. I love the stickers. They're going to go in this. Look here. We get to it here. They're going to go in this journal. I've been working in this journal. You can see I got that much going on. So I'm going to stick some Molly stickers on my journal here. And then if Devin Rex comes in, I got something from Devin Rex. So I got a lot of happy mail to show. Well, not a lot, but it's enough to have some fun with. Hi, Annie. There's Kathy. Yeah. Well, oh, you sent me a DM on what? In what? Twitter? Where's my phone? I don't even know. What did I do with my phone? Well, where's my phone? My phone was right here. Yeah. I don't even know where I did with my phone. So I just had it. Oh my gosh. Do I gotta go call myself? Seriously, I don't see my phone. Is it right here in front of me? It always happens. Well, I don't know. I'll have to find my phone in a minute. It was right here. Maybe I took it in the kitchen when I went to make coffee. I could have done that. Hi, Jeanette. Hi, Desert Nana. Hi, Scoobs. Scoobs, you got some mail coming to you, so be looking for it. There's no mail today, but I think either tomorrow or Wednesday. If you need a tracking number, because I did insure it. So anyway, you got something coming, Scoobs. Let's see what else. Who else is here? I can't find my phone. Oh my gosh, what do I do with it? Oh, there it is. Janet! Janet, did you just call me so I can find my phone? Oh my God. I got it. It was behind me. Hi. All right, I'll let you go. You're echoing. Janet called me so I can find it. Very funny, Janet. All right, let me look at that Twitter DM now. And hi, anybody coming in. If I miss saying hi to you, say hi again. I'll try to catch it. Oh my gosh, Janet, you're such a hoot. Okay, let's see. DM. Okay, I wanted to know. Okay, so you're not going to be. That's okay. No, that's no problem, Kathy. And I had not seen the DM. That's no problem. Thanks for stopping me. Hey, you're traveling, girl. So anyway, too funny. Yes, Janet's on the ball, right? Oh my gosh. So anyway, hi, Mark. I know, crazy creative peeps. Yeah, Mark, I've been enjoying seeing your last week your haul videos, and Mark's been drawing some cool faces. Let's see, who else am I missing? Just to let you know. Okay. Yeah, well, I got it now. It was behind me somehow when I turned around to get a journal or something. Yeah. Too funny, guys. We have so much fun, it should be illegal. Anyway, and speaking of, she is dressed. She's wearing a bikini. This show is not made for children. I do try to keep it family friendly, but it's not made for kids. I know I didn't have to, but you're special to me, Scoobs. I mean, everybody is, but some people really go beyond, and they're not called out enough on it. So I'm calling you out on it, Scoobs. You really are, you really are. So anyway, I won't say anymore. Hi, Janice, Nikki, and Niagara. Who else? Let's see. And I know that there's a bunch of happy mail gone out, guys. Hopefully y'all get most of it tomorrow because there's no mail today because it's President's Day. So there's no mail today. Hi, Shauna. Let's see who else. Said hi to Artful Dabbler, CB's Coloring. Said hi to Joey. Anybody else I missed? Oh, hi, BDI Beth. Now that's Hubster's favorite name. Of all y'all's names, Hubster loves BDI Beth as a name. He thinks that's the funniest thing ever. And I said, well, she does beading. Now she does other things too. And speaking of, I do have a few people that I took a couple pictures to remind myself off of IG to show you guys. And BDI Beth's been doing some awesome rock painting. Now, BDI Beth, I'm going to blame you for this. Now, where did I put it? Dang. Where did I just put that? Here it is. All right. So, BDI Beth, I'm going to blame you. I have not had time to get to this yet. But first, let me show you her. I know I'm going to miss people coming in. So, hi, Stephanie. Thanks, guys, for all the thumbs up already. I appreciate the thumbs up. Let me go to Instagram real quick and look at BDI Beth. Oh, there's stuff. I love to share you guys' stuff. But anyway, I'm blaming her for this. So she's been doing all kinds of rock painting and other paintings. She did this one. She said this one sold in 20 minutes. So she does all kinds of stuff. So go follow BDI Beth on Instagram. Now, I haven't had a chance to do this yet, Beth, but I'm blaming you. Look what I bought. I bought this at Hobby Lobby, Beth. There's 6 pounds of rocks in here. Well, I don't know. I think that's what it says. Anyway, Galaxy Rock Art. I bought this because of you. So I'm blaming Beth, BDI Beth, for that. Let me show y'all a couple of her rock paintings here. Oh, that's another one. So anyway, link to her shop is in the profile. So yeah, but look at some of the awesome stuff. You have to go look. My phone is not doing it justice, guys. Go look on BDI Beth on Instagram and you'll see her awesome work. So yeah, when I saw this, BDI Beth popped into my head and I said, I've got to do that. I haven't opened it yet. I don't even know what's in here. I haven't had a chance to do anything with it. But I'm blaming you. Yes, that's what it is, Julie Topaz. And then I thought I would leave somewhere for people to find. Like I'll put on the back, take me home or something like that and leave them in, random places, So I'm going to do that. Okay. So, and then let me go to my photos because I kept a couple photos of cool things that I found. Okay. Here's one. This is, again, go on Instagram, Shelly Calrid, who's been doing the comp book 2020. Oh my gosh, guys, go look at her comp book project. Look at this. Go look at Shelly's comp book project. I don't know that anybody's as dedicated. I'm not as dedicated because I am behind on doing my comp book project because I've been trying, a little bit of time, that I have when I have energy. It's going into doing this room. But look at that. And there's her name right there. Can y'all see it? Shelly. So yeah, y'all go look at Shelly Calred, Kallred. And oh my gosh. Oh, look, there's Pacola putting up links. Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway, I saved that picture. What else did somebody else's art I saved, I thought, just to show it. But I'm not seeing it now. What do you call let me go Scrap Chick. She showed a picture of it. Here we go. Some of her haul and the cuff. So you can see she's wearing her boho cuff. She's wearing her boho cuff I made her. Her little tiny rib there, but she so follow the Scrap Chick. Oh my, why does it keep doing that? Did I blip? Am I here? Did I blip? Okay. If I blipped, guys, make sure it didn't change your settings. If it changed your settings, you're buffering. Okay. It might knock settings down to 144. It buffered. Okay. Well, I don't know why. I try not bump my cords or anything, but you know. Okay, it's buffering, but I'm here. Okay, well, let's give it a minute, guys. Give it a minute to unbuffer. Buffering now and then. Okay, well, hopefully we'll stabilize. I'm gonna turn that fan off because it's making my eyes dry out. Yeah, so change your settings. Hi, there's Colleen. Colleen, I just showed your picture on IG of your cuff in your haul. Make sure you change your settings, guys, because it might knock you back to 144 or something. So change it back. The other thing, and I didn't check this morning to see if it corrected, but on my show last Wednesday, and I don't know, I think it happened to Shauna too. Shauna, I'll ask you, because on my PC, half my show, you know, it usually takes an hour or so to render when we have a 3 or 4 hour video. And sometimes it can take an hour or so to fully render and get the chat going. But last Wednesday, only half my show showed up on the PC, but it was showing, the full show was showing on my iPad and iPhone. So I don't know if it's back fully today or not, but that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen happen with YouTube. To have half a show on a PC and the full show is on the iPad and phone. What the? Do not understand that at all. Well, that's what I'm saying, Sean. The same thing. Only an hour and a half of my show showed up on the PC, but the 3.5 hours are on the iPad. So why is it that on a PC, and I'm talking not just my PC, everybody's PC. I know, not just mine. Well, I'm not discussing that, Shauna. I'm just saying that there was some kind of an issue where the PC only shows half the show, but the full show is on my full stream is on the phone and on the iPad, but only half of it is on the PC. But I didn't check this morning, so I'm not sure if it's fully there this morning or not. But it was weird. I never had that happen before, where it's on one device and not the other. So if you watch on a PC and the full thing's not there, I can't help you. It is what it is. Yeah, you can see it on the phone and the iPad. So yeah, I didn't check mine this morning. Hi, G. Hi, May. Hi, Kim. So anyway, I just want to give y'all a heads up on that, guys, that there's nothing I can do about it. It shows up fine on the PC, but not on, shows up fine on the iPad and phone, but only half shows up on the PC. I don't know. That's weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever had happen. So anyway, there was that. Let's see what else is going on. So in a couple minutes, I'll show some happy mail. And if y'all missed it, look, I got to show you. This is, I'm going to read this. This is what APG Jamie sent me. Art responsibly. She sent me an art response safety kit. Oh my goodness. And then again, Colleen, you enabled me. This right here. I did get the Artis 40 paint pen set. I haven't pumped and primed this. This is what I have left to swatch. And it does come with extra what do you call it? Art responsibly, people. It comes with extra tips. smaller ones and pointier ones. I'm just using the ones that are in there. They're fine for what I'm using it for, but if you need more pointy tips, you can swap them out. And it comes with the little tweezers. Art safety. I'm gonna have to tie this in with Jamie's. Oh, it is? The whole videos from Wednesday is on the PC. Why? What happened? Is the chat there too, Pacola? Was the chat there? Because I didn't check this morning. That's just too weird. Hi, Fran on the edge. Paint pens are great for doing detail. Rocco Ross just saying, yeah. Well, I do have some. Poscas. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, let me get my little. I do have some Poscas. I don't have as many as Kathy Berg, who's on the road, so we can talk about her. I don't have as many as Kathy Berg, but I did. Oh, she's here. Oh my gosh. You can refill them in Posca too, supposedly. Oh, no, baby. Can't get near the cords. Please. I got enough issues. So anyway, hi, Carrie Ann. Joy. Let's see. Usually my mods click those. They got it before me. Yeah. Okay. I got some Happy Mail, and I did buy the Posca paint pens, and I think they're pretty much like they're pretty much like Poscas, don't you think, Kathy? They're pretty much like Poscas. This is kind of a broad tip, but again, you can take these out. You can take these tips out and put in the tinier, pointier tips. I don't really care about that so much. Yeah, who knows, Shauna? It's weird. So anyway, I did swatch this many of them. I swatched all these, and I still have these left to swatch right here. The purples, a brown, a gray, a silver. These are all I have. There's a little slot in there to poke them in and have them stand up. Packaging's going in the trash as soon as I finish swatching them. I just have it here to show you. I already cut the top off just so I could, get at them easier. So, yeah, so I still have this many. I thought in a little bit I'd swatch a couple of them just so you can, if anybody's never swatched or primed or pumped any of these paint pens, you know how to do it. So these are all done already. And so I just have this many left to go. And again, it comes with lots of tips, so you can switch them out to pointier tips and the little safety tweezer. That's so cute. So anyway, there's that. All right, let's see who else I was hoping they were. Haven't got any yet. Okay, yeah, I think they're like, I don't know. I can't really tell a difference. Maybe I'll swatch one. If I got something real similar in color, I'll try to do a comparison, Kathy. I'll try to do a comparison of a Posca versus one of these. But if I'm going to be honest with you, Kathy. If you have all those Poscas, I think you have all these colors in Posca. You probably don't need these. If you have all the Poscas already, Kathy, I mean, you probably don't. I didn't have all the colors of Posca, but I have been playing because I'm cleaning out my space, guys. I've been pulling out all kinds. Look, I came across my cats here, and I still have to do this. I still have to swatch these. Maybe we'll try to swatch these today too. The Prisma watercolor pencil basic colors, watercolor pencils. I don't really buy many watercolor pencils. I do have what do you call it? The ink tints. I have ink tints, so I don't usually get many, but I got these off of Xandra. I think I got these off of Xandra's shop. They were real cheap, inexpensive, budget friendly. So anyway, and I came across all my old portfolios. Look at this, guys. Y'all remember the portfolios, everybody? We were all buying these at Staples some years ago. They're the water-soluble oil pastels. They're not like regular oil pastels. They're not water-soluble. And I had these way before I had the Neo Color 2. Once I got the Neo Color 2, I didn't really use these much. Baby, you've got to get down. You've got to get down, or I'll have to lock you out of the room. So I use, yeah, and I forgot how much I enjoyed them. So I used them a little bit over the weekend just to kind of mess with them again, play with them in one of my art journals. And I just, like I said, because I started using the Neo Color 2, the side, but you can see they're well loved. This is probably maybe 2.5, 3 cents in here. So I did pull those out. I don't know that I'll use them today, but I wanted to remind you, if you've not pulled out those portfolios for a while, to get those out. You still have yours, and do you use them though, Colleen? Because I haven't used them in forever. Kim says she still loves hers, and you can get them at Staples. That's where I bought mine. Now my Staples closed, so I can't tell you if they still carry them or not, but they're real inexpensive. Like a pack of 24 of them is like $10. So they're really inexpensive. You like to heat them with the heat gun and set them. Okay, like I like to what I like to do with them is dip them in water. You dip them in water and they're real smooth and creamy. I like to do that. Good morning, Eileen. Eileen, I got to re-show this because, I know you probably have these sets sitting around too. Your portfolio oil pastels. You've not used yours in a long time, Colleen. So yeah, Eileen, we still have our. So because I'm going through and cleaning out so much stuff, I'm coming across things that I haven't used in a while. And yeah. So anyway, Colleen enabled me to get the Artis paint pens. So I got these, still have to be swatched. I have a couple magazines to show you. And and I've swatched all these too. So these have all been swatched right here. And so I just have a few left to swatch. I won't be keeping them in this box. This is too annoying. Trying to get them in that little slots down in there. Plus they're standing up on the wrong end. If they're up this way, that's the tip end up. And I don't like to store anything tip end up. It either has to be face down or sideways. So, I just won't use this. But I wanted to keep the box to show you what it looks like, how big it is, just to show you guys. But that will be gone after today. Okay. I'm going to show y'all some Happy Mail. Oh, and look, I did find these two at Michael's to compare them. I only bought 2 colors that I liked. I got the magenta and the teal. These things are as creamy. I think are they Caran d'Ache? Who makes these? Gosh, it's so tiny. I think it's Caran d'Ache that makes these. But these are really creamy. These are like lipstick creamy, people. So I just bought a couple to kind of play with. And of course, I've got gelatos. I don't like gelatos. I have some woodies in here. I got just a bulk kind of stuff that I use with the portfolios. So maybe we'll play with that or test them if you want to see that. Another marker on the opposite end. Another marker on the opposite end? Did I miss you? What do you mean? Another marker on the opposite end? I don't know what you mean, Kathy. Did I lose a marker? I'll notice it somewhere. No, there's not tips on both ends. It's only what these are is one side. There's one side, and they do snap really well. You want them to snap really well with paint. You can replace the tips. If you want a thinner tip, you can replace them. No, there's not tips on both ends. I'm not following you, Kim. Yeah, I missed some of your conversation. I've kind of art sticks like those, very creamy and dry permanent. Oh, okay. I haven't tested them yet, Mark. I just bought those 2 at Michael's last week. So I don't know. I haven't tested them yet. Let's see. No, this is not a cap. That is not a cap, Kathy. You can actually, let me get a yellow here. You can actually see the ink in there. Well, yeah, let me get here. Look, well, maybe you can see the ink rolling around in there. This is not enough. That's not another cap. It's only one-sided. No, that's not a cap. That's perfectly flush right here. That's perfectly flush. And you can actually see, I can see the ink in there. I can see the ink moving in there, but no, it's only one side. They're only one-sided. No, one-sided. Yeah. Let's see. You got your marabou. What is marabou, Kim? I don't know what marabou is. What's marabou? I'm looking around. Is that, I don't know what marabou is. Hi, Four by Marabou. I can't get without I can't see it without a what do you call it, magnifying glass. Too tiny. So yeah, I mean it's like I mean I can usually squint and see everything, but I couldn't see that. Let's see. Hi, Louise. Eileen said she wants Kathy to get. Oh my gosh. So I did swatch out this many, and I thought I'd swatch out purples and just the couple that I have left here on this side, just so you can see. But I'm going to do Happy Mail first and other things. Let me just put these in the box for now so they don't get lost. Set this aside. I do want to finish my Blue Jay. I don't have that much to do on it, but I do want to finish it. And I'm going to try to swatch these for Janet. So let me put that right there. Remind myself. Let's move these stamps. Okay, so let's do a little Happy Mail first. And it did not come, this did not come with a card saying who it's from. But Devin Rex had said that she was sending me a cat book. So I'm assuming this is the cat book from Devin Rex. And I don't see her here. But look at this. It's an older book. Why Cats Paint, a Theory of Feline Aesthetics. People. And I think it came out in the 90s. So she had to buy this off of a used book place. Let's see. 1994. Yeah, 1994. Why Cats Paint. So I'm going to show this. I'm going to leave these markers here. And then I got a couple of Digi magazines here to show. And a couple other Happy Mails. I know, right? I know. So anyway, guys, let's see if I can brighten this up enough so it shows up when I turn the pages. I missed something Eileen said. I'm sure it was funny. The marabou are permanent when dry. Okay, that's good to know, Coley. I'm going to try. I just got 2 colors. I don't need any more. I just showed you. I got my Neo Color 2 set of water soluble crayons. And I don't even use those enough. And so anyway, I'm not going to read it, but look, there's all kinds of little. It is hilarious, people. And I want to read this. Because so cat mummies, we'll flip past the cat mummies and cat mummies. Cats were like very sacred in Egypt. So look at this. This is from a medieval illustration from 950 AD. 50. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, Pacola, I don't know how you found that link, but Pacola found a link. So pillows, tarot cards. What else do we have here? It looks like some kind of illustration for like maybe a circus poster. Theories of feline marking behavior. It just makes you smile, people. It just makes you smile. I love this, Devin. I love this. Let's see here. Different artists. There's some cats on the fence with paint. Well, the closest mine have got to the paint. Well, they haven't actually stepped in the paint, but Malibu did get into the pan pastels. And that stuff you can't rub it off. The more you rub pan pastels, the more they smear. So and they're non-toxic. So I just left it. I couldn't wash her. So it was like they finally just, I guess they licked them off. But um, yeah, when we see vids of my cats creating art, Carla, they are in here enough. They've learned. I'm sure they've learned a thing or two. Just saying. I'm sure they've learned a thing or two. Look at this one. It's just so cute and funny. I just loved it. It just makes you smile. It just makes you smile. I know they do want to help. So anyway, different, like this is Minnie, abstract expressionist. This is Smoky, romantic ruralist. Not a realist, a ruralist. Let's see what and I'm just kind of skipping around here. Princess, elemental fragmentist. Charlie, peripheral realist. So, oh my gosh, this one is a little on the angry side. Don't take my art supplies. Give me back my art supplies. Mine steal my paintbrushes too. Well, they'll steal anything I let them. Rusty, psychometric impressionist. So it's just really cute. It's really cute. It's a fun book. And so I actually have a chair like that. It's an old chair that it's an old chair that was it's a wingback chair that was really old. And yeah, cats. Oh no. That's a no. Look at those blinds. Oh my gosh, too funny. So anyway, guys, I had to share this with you, and it was so fun. And thank you, Devin Rex, for sending me Why Can't Cats Paint. I'm sure it was her because she said she was sending me a cat book. Nobody else is fessed up to sending me a cat book. So thank you, Devin Rex. And I want to put her name in the inside so I remember who sent it. Now, Molly sent me a nice little Valentine pack of stuff and some stickers and some cute little stuff here. So thank you, Molly. She says a little late for Valentine's. It's only a couple days late. So this is from Molly. And she sent, look at these. Look at these little whales. I think they're stickers. These little whale stickers that have star charts on them. So these, let's see if I can peel one off because I wanted to put these on here. I wanted to put them maybe one there and one right there. Let's see if we can do that. So Molly sent these little stickers and some little goodies. Let's see if I can peel. There we go. So let's put one right here. And let's put one on the back. And then there's a little, some like a little coral or something. I want these on the front and back cover. So thank you, Molly. What huge no. Oh, you mean the blinds? Yeah. So yeah, I love these, Molly. I'm going to put them on my current Moleskine that I'm using currently. Let's put this one floating right there. Wait. It's got to fit on there. Let's get the tail. Let's get the tail to fit. There we go. So there's that. They're so cute with the star charts on them on their backs. Look. I love those, Molly. Thank you so much. And then this coral one, maybe I'll see if I can put the coral one on the inside here on the back. Yeah, let's put this coral one back here. I put one of Zeely's right there. Oh, I just love stickers. I love them. I showed y'all my old sticker book from the 80s. When me and the girls were collecting stickers together in Alaska. Yeah, there's not a lot to do. It's not a lot to do in Alaska in the winter. Well, there is for them. They went skiing, sledding. They did a lot of stuff in Alaska. actually, when they were little. All right, let's get this one peeling. Come on, you can do it. Let's try the other corner. You just kind of have to bend the corner and snap it to come off. There we go. So let's put this one here. Hi, Shelly. Let's see. So there's that one. Then she sent me an ATC, which will go in my binders. I have binders full of ATC and art cards. So she sent me this. Happy Valentine's Day from Molly. She sent me a little card here with a little note. Oh, thank you so much, Molly. She says, I'm an inspiration, my handmade Valentine. And then she sent some napkins, which y'all know will go in the napkin journal. So she sent these. Oops, let's turn that over. Hummingbird, and then another hummingbird there. So thank you so much, Molly. I appreciate it so much. And again, helping to decorate my current journal, which is, I'm already starting to fill. So I'm working in that one and this one. This one's, let me take off the thing. You can see it's starting to fluff up. Got lots going on in this one. I'm not going to show you right now because we'll do flips of those later when I get some more in it, when I get more done in it. So thank you, Molly. And then let's see. I'll show these in a minute. So let's go ahead and show. I haven't opened this one yet. I know what's in there. But all right. So let me show you what APG Jamie sent. So if y'all don't know, I've known APG Jamie almost as long as I've known Julie Topaz. Not quite as long. Julie Topaz is one of the first 3 people I met streaming on Ustream going on 10 years ago. Sip of juice. But APG Jamie was pretty much kind of right behind her. So APG and her husband actually stopped by here on one of their cross-country trips. And Denise was here. I never saw APG Jamie again after we took a couple of selfies in my mural room. She and Denise were like this. And it's like, Denise always steals my friends. Paula hung out with her. Who else? Everybody that's come here. And when Denise has been here. So I tell Janet, if you ever visit me, you're not getting near Denise. So anyway, she said on the back of the envelope that everything came in, and happy late birthday. Do not let my BFF Denise toss this out. Let me get a sip of coffee, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, Janet's just being on the phone with her. She says Denise is already her BFF. Denise and Janet have a similar sense of humor. I'll put it that way. Okay. So she sent me, let's see. Let me see if I can get this separated here. Let me move these magazines out of the way for a minute. In honor, now this is an adult program. Just saying, we try to keep it family friendly. This is not family friendly, but it's not a kit made for kids. Okay. In honor of VD and Artin Safety Kit, Valentine's Day, y'all, get your mind out of the gutter. Art responsibly. All right, so I'm going to read this. Y'all ready? Enclosed, 1 pair of gloves, and that's in here. 1 pair of gloves in deep blue to purpley type color to protect against spray inks or maybe alcohol inks or whatever kind of staining product you might try to use if you remember that you have them. They may fit or could be too big or even too small for your hands. I mean, I don't know what size hands you have. And on here it says may contain latex. I don't know. Borrowed them from the doctor. That's that she has on here. And look, they're in a Valentine bag. So these are the latex gloves. And she says, next, 2 finger cots. There, look, right here. Okay. 2 finger cots, natural rubber latex finger cots. If y'all don't know what a finger cot is, it's to protect your fingers. I know, right, Julie? Come in white shade that probably shows your natural skin color once it's applied to your finger to protect your little cuts or whatnots. It will help stop the stinging when you get alcohol inks or soap on those little things. Or you could just laugh at the funny name some medical person named these little rubber doohickeys to cover your injured fingers. You got 2 of them because there were a bunch in the package. One fingertip protector thingy came only in Eileen pink. I didn't say this. This is her words, Eileen. It came only in Eileen pink. 2, and I'm guessing here, help keep finger getting burned when you are using hot or low temp glue gun. Or maybe it will help when you are heat embossing with the heat gun. Heat gun, y'all. That's how, yeah, if you've ever heard Jamie's talk. 1 face mask in a blue shade of blue. This will help you not to breathe in embossing powder. Probably, maybe, and it may help keep pollen out of your sinuses. Reading it exactly as she wrote it. But it is not a fancy mask that guards against real chemical fumes or stuff like that. Well, obviously, it's not a respirator. Duh. Oh, and it will help keep you from spreading cooties to other people if you are ill. P.S. It is not an Invisi mask. I couldn't find those. 1 certificate of permission, which I'm going to read in a minute. It's kind of self-explanatory document thing. So go ahead and read it. All right, I'll go ahead and I'll finish reading this after reading the certificate of permission. I'm not looking at chat. From the office of the self-appointed and anointed Congress of Makers Worldwide, blank has hereby been granted permission to create art, craft, messes, experiments, etc., as they so choose. It is further granted that they shall be allowed to be guilt-free in their pursuit of creativity. Henceforth, it is understood, without doubt, they are free to make anything, whether it has a specified purpose or no purpose at all. Even if it just sits in a box on a shelf on the floor in the attic, a garage, or other such gathering places indefinitely. Hereby granted, without exception or limited forevermore. Therefore, it is with our sincerest happiness and without remorse, the title of Maker of Things or Artist, an interchangeable title, shall rest upon their being evermore. Executed and signed this day on so-and-so, the year of our Lord 20 blank. The undersigned president with full powers as granted by the Congress of Maker Worldwide. Artist, poet, girl, a.k.a. APG Jamie. And there's some little fine print down here. It says fine print. And it's hard for me to read fine print. Let's see if I can read it. Fine print. And that's what it says. Fine print may require the use of magnifying glass, real strong reading glasses. The terms they and their represent the individual person or persons of the maker of things, artist/artist, to whom this special and unrevocable certificate of permission has been granted. The terms are, we, and our president is self-appointed upon artist, poet, girl. Self-appointed. As found online on different platforms. Go ahead and look. P.S. This is part of the There's Nothing You Can Do About It Syndicate. Instructions. Complete your name and date by filling in the blanks. I have faux signed my name already. Ignore the fold. Just frame it and hang it in your studio. This is something to be real proud of. So go ahead and show it off. And then she ends this letter with saying, my creative muse, in conjunction with my funny bone, which is a real bone located deep in my head, I think, and me, well, we all thought y'all would get a kick out of the little art and safety kit. You should wish should you wish to purchase, email her, and she has her contact, apgjamie@gmail.com, and I'll see what I can do to make your wish come true. Meaning, we'll talk about pricing and postage and all that costly stuff. In the meantime, please enjoy this limited frivolity. Also, in the meantime, you may find and watch the video wherein all this stuff was packaged in a fancy handmade custom bag, which is right here, where she made this on YouTube, APG Jamie channel, February 14th, entitled Art and Safety Kit. So if you want to see her put this kit together, go to APG Jamie's channel and look for Art and Safety Kit. And she sent a couple little die cuts here and this and all this stuff. So anyway, guys, this one goes over here. So let's give APG Jamie a round of applause for that. Oh my gosh, that is just too funny. Okay, so I know, isn't that? Oh, thanks. Pacola's putting a link to Jamie's channel. Let me take a sip of coffee or juice here. Is Jamie here? I didn't see it. Yeah, no, that's Artful Dabbler. Did APG Jamie come in? So if she's not here, thank you so much, Jamie. Okay, I'm going to do a brief little flip through of these two magazines. I love Imagine FX, and then this one's New Fantasy Art Essentials, and she is fully clothed in just a gold bikini. Don't email me, or I'm going to send you a finger card. So yeah, everybody's giving Jamie applause. And these magazines are not inexpensive, but they are, it's like, you know, buying an art book, you know, and they have all just so much. I know I'm familiar with the Imagine FX, not as familiar with the Fantasy Artist, but Imagine FX is the one that puts out the sketchbook ones. And there's a new one out that my Books a Million did not have it, so I'll probably have to look for it at Barnes and Noble. But the sketchbook ones by Imagine FX, I've shown y'all those before too. They are amazing. And then here's a big article in this one by Cynthia Shepard, Artist Portfolio, and she does art direction and fantasy illustration for Magic the Gathering. And so there's a whole bunch of profile about her and the artist there. Here's one of those. This is like the kind of stuff that's in the Imagine FX sketchbook. And there are all kinds of things like this, these sketches. And, you know, a lot of creepy monsters. It's fantasy. It's fantasy stuff, guys. And 15 tips on drawing realistic heads and shading, drawing animals. And there's just so much information anytime you get any of these. Here's a project to do in Procreate, Digi project in Procreate. And so if you ever get to the, you know, look at the bookstore, try to go to the art section, the art magazine section, and look these over to see if it's something you'd like to purchase, because they are amazing. This one has a nice articles on some of the famous fantasy artists throughout the years. Boris Vallejo, oh, I never can say that, and his wife Julie Bell. They do a lot of the, you know, the muscular girls, and they usually come out calendars. Actually, I saw their calendar. Let me get a sip of juice, guys. I read so much. I saw their calendar at Books a Million, but I didn't get it. Hi, Judy. And then let's see. There's a little article here on Mobius and H.R. Giger, which, you know, they've passed away. Brothers Hildebrandt, and one of them has passed away. And so a couple of them I really don't know much about. But Frank Frazetta, I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen this piece before. And here's some inspiration how to do a digi project based on Frank Frazetta. And just so much in there. Now you will see some boobage, so just be warned. It doesn't bother me, but we do try to keep this family friendly. So lots of sketching, character designs, pro secrets, and just so much cool art and fantasy art, guys. So if you into fantasy art essentials, and again, Imagine FX is always got awesome stuff in it. So there's those 2 new magazines that I bought. Let's see, what else do I have here? Let me check chat for a minute. Hi, Nickel Devin. I showed your cat book. You did send me that, right? You said you were sending me a cat book, so I'm assuming that this was the one you sent me. We did a flip of it. It is hilarious, Devin. Oh, it was so fun. It was so fun to look through it. Yeah, we flipped through it. Hi, Gail. Darla. I know I'm probably missing people coming in. Nichols. I said hi to Nichols. So thanks, everybody, for popping in. Thanks for the thumbs up. I'm glad y'all are enjoying the show. And the frivolity. And the frivolity. Hi, Shara. Let's see, Shara. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else I missed. I'm sure there is. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. Cheryl. Okay, so I'm blaming Colleen and Kathy Berg for enabling me to buy the Artisa 40 acrylic markers. They're paint pens. These are the only ones I have left that I've not swatched and labeled. And I can't say they're exactly like Posca, because I'm going to do a little comparison here in a minute to see how much they are like Posca. But they look very opaque. They're very is this a white or is this a silver? Is this pure white? Because we'll have to test the white. Yeah, titanium white. So we'll test the white. I haven't pumped these yet. And compare, because the white is my Posca white go-to. And Orla was nice enough to refresh me because I was getting low. I was getting low on a white Posca. So she sent me quite a few new Poscas. So we'll do a comparison with the white on black paper or something, Although let me qualify that by saying that sometimes on some black papers, like one of the cardstocks I have, is very absorbent, and it just like sucks the paint in, and so it's not ever really bright white. But when I'll test it like on. We're going to try to finish this up today. I want to finish up my Blue Jay today, and so we can do a little test on some black paint. We'll test it on some black paint. Okay, Dot, thanks for stopping in and just lurking. All right, so again, here's all the colors that I've swatched so far. I'm not going to name them all off. That, y'all wouldn't probably be interested in the actual names. They are not sold individually. They're only sold in sets. So these are all the ones I've swatched. This is the packaging it comes in, which I will not be keeping, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. So I've swatched all these. So let's move them up. They are one-sided. They come with extra tips, pointier tips. They come with pointier tips that you can replace. If you want a pointier tip, you can take I think I would probably recommend testing one out, replacing it before you pump it, because then you're going to fill, like I've done here, you're going to fill your bullet tip up with paint, and then you're going to take it out, toss it, or, I don't know that you could reuse them after the paint dries. I don't know about that, because this is acrylic paint, or if it would repump, and if you want to put in the finer point tips, I would try one before you did all that business. But they come with it, and it comes with tweezers. So I guess if you want to do it if it's already got the paint on it, if you don't want to touch it, do use the tweezers. And then replace the tips. So I would test one before you did a whole bunch and then not like it or not work to your satisfaction, but it comes with it. I'm just showing you what it comes with in the box. So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to finish these here. So let me just take this out of the box. They have a little stand in there, but this is not something that I use. This kind of stuff annoys me. I won't use it when it's like this. I just want to, I kept it just long enough to show you guys. This gets, back up in the recycling. Okay, so I'm going to, now that I tried to do all the blues, the greens and yellows, the oranges, pinks, and reds, right? So now what I have left are the purples, browns, a gray, a white, and a black. So let's do the purples next. I don't know if y'all want to see it. It doesn't take too long. These paint pens don't take that long to get them pumped up. Judy says, Dee Shara asked if you could wash the tip. I don't know. I haven't tried. Just got them yesterday. I haven't even finished swatching them. Maybe. That's a good point, though. Maybe you could wash the tip. I guess you could if you did it right then. That's a good point. I don't know. I'm probably not going to change the tips out. What I like them for is a broad color thing, and and plus, seriously, I can get a decent enough point. So what I do, and this is what they look like when you start. They're just felt tip type stuff. So what you do, give it a few shakes, a couple of pumps. Now don't be, especially with the fine tip one, if you put the fine tip one in there, be careful about, don't smash your fine tip, right? I don't know how well the fine tip would hold up doing this, right? You don't want to smash it. I don't know if this is the exact same kind of tip that Posca has. I could look at one of my Poscas that haven't been primed yet. Okay, so they're very opaque, very solid. And what I would like to do is I want to test my, I haven't done this yet because I just got these yesterday, guys. So I spent this other side that I did probably took about an hour. Probably took me about an hour to do all that. And I've been writing the names. So like, they all start with A, then they have their number. So like this is A208, and it's eggplant purple. Okay, so that's what I've been doing with all of them. So let's do these 4 purple ones. We'll do these 4 purple ones. So just give it a few shakes, couple pumps. You'll see it start coming out. Would be interesting to know if these pill as much. Probably they're paint pens, so I'm sure any kind of paper that'll pill, one kind of paint's probably going to pill with another, because it's the paper that's making it pill, not the paint. You know what I mean, Vern? Okay, so there we go. So you can see the colors down there. It doesn't take too long. So I just been making some little squares. Okay. I didn't quite finish filling that in. This is 207, and this one is orchid purple. And you want to do this if you swatch, write it. You don't have to write the number to each one, but you need the name or, in some way to recognize it. So when you look at your swatches, you go, which color was that? Because some of these look very similar. Some of these, they're not exact, but they're similar enough that you'd want to know. Let me see what I paid for it. I'm thinking they were $35. And, and also, guys, I got it off of Amazon, but I think Artisa had some kind of special for these going on. So you could check Artisa too. But then again, I don't know if it's free shipping or what. I've never bought from Artisa. Let me go to, let me click on it again. Set of 40, $38. Was 38 was it's I think it was 38. I think it was free shipping. I don't know. Somewhere around $38 for 4. So it's about $1 a pen. It's about $1 a pen. Okay. Is what you're paying for it. Which that's really pretty good. Poscas run about, I don't know, $4 to $5 each. Again, you can probably buy them in a bundle. If you buy them in a bundle, they're probably cheaper. But Poscas can run $3 to $5 each. If Kathy's still here, she can tell you more. If she's in her car, so I don't know. She might not be able to chat. But anyway, I'm trying to read chat and shake. So you can see it doesn't take long to get them going. But, 40 of them, it does take a minute. And you can see, look, I can get a fine line in there. And, it's not just because that's broad doesn't mean that it's going to be that wide when you color with them. Okay. And this one is amethyst purple. All right. One more purple. I'll do the brown. I want to do the white. I do want to do the white because we're going to test that. So let me put those over there to finish those later. So we'll do these two. Okay, let's finish this purple. Kathy's yeah, I know. And she was asking about these, and I told her she has every Posca. She probably doesn't need these, but need and want are two different things. Claire said, do they stay on surface of paper, go through the back? Let me show you. So it made them it dented the paper just a little because of the wetness. They're not going through, but you can see it kind of buckled the paper just a little bit because of the wetness of it. And this is a Canson mixed media paper that this sketchbook is. It might go through on a color book or something thinner. I'll get a piece of a copy paper out. Hang on. Let me do this purple and the white. And then I'll get out a piece of copy paper and we'll test this nice dark purple on there. Okay. But that's good questions, guys. Good questions. Claire and anybody else asking questions. But remember now, I just got them yesterday. So I'm not going to be able to, say how they react in every situation. Okay, this is royal purple. Okay. And then I am going to test these for, Janet asked me to test these Prisma watercolor pencils. Okay, so let's see. Now, let me let me get this. Let me just use this envelope here for this because I won't see it on white, obviously. And we'll compare the white of the Artisa with the white of the Posca. Because that's, for me, that, these colors, I use them for fun and sketchbooks and maybe a little bit of outlining or something, but it's my white that I use all the time. So I didn't buy this set for this white because I have my white Poscas in multiple tips. This just happened to be a bonus to come in it, but we'll see we'll see how it reacts. It's starting to come down it. And I'll get, see, look, that's pretty white. And then let's look at a Posca. Let me get a wide Posca here. Okay, let's see if this one's still got paint in it. Okay, so here's the white Posca on an envelope. And here is the, I don't know, they look pretty much the same to me, guys. No, you can't refill them. What are you going to refill them with, Lucy? No. Well, I don't know. I mean, can you refill them with something you make up? I don't know how you would do it. It's very liquidy too. This paint, you can see it when now I've shaken them up so it's kind of coated the barrel in there. But after they've sat for a while, like the yellow is real obvious. The yellow, it's like ink. It's like ink, guys. It's not like this. It's not like this kind of paint in there. This thick paint. It's like ink, acrylic ink in there. Yeah, marker paper. You can get render paper. Render won't go through. I mean, stuff won't go through render. The brand render. But it's thin. I don't like the paper. It's thin paper. I don't care. Here's the thing, guys. Unless it's a color book that has two sides that I don't want it to go through, I'm real conscious of. That's why you always want to test every paper with every pen, every paint, every watercolor. You want to use in the back of your books or on the back of a sketch paper pad, whatever you're using, you want to test it to make sure, because every paper reacts differently. Every paper reacts differently. So, just to say, well, does it go through? Well, yeah, it might go through on one kind, but not on another. So you always want to test it. But it never bothers me if I use a Copic on a one-sided color book page and it goes through. It's going to go through. So, but this is not going through. It's just acrylic. It's like an acrylic ink. They're calling it acrylic marker. So I'm guessing, guys, it's probably something like these. It's probably acrylic ink. Okay. Like these acrylic inks we get at Hobby Lobby. There's different brands. There's the Amsterdam, and then last year we got the FW brand. These are acrylic inks, and they're waterproof after they dry. I haven't tested these. We're going to test that too. Okay, so let's see. I was going to get a piece of copy paper. Hang on. Just thin copy paper. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it's like an acrylic ink. Because you can see it in there. You can't, because I can't, when I turn it over, it obviously rotates the ink inside. But I can see it's where the level of the ink is in here. I can see it and it moves. It's liquidy. It's very liquidy. It's not like this. It's not like this. It's like ink. Okay. So I'm guessing it's like ink. Yeah. Now, could you take this and put it in like a Copic refill? You can have the Copic refills, right? You take a Copic and you just dip it in onto the tip, and you can refill your Copics. But this is not alcohol ink. This is acrylic ink. Okay, so could you refill one of these? Is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, I can't. If the thing runs out, you could try. What do you have to lose if it runs out and it's no good anymore anyway? You might as well try. Take the tip off. Take the tip off and try to put some ink in there with the drop. Maybe. Can't say it's impossible. No, it's like paint. It's like paint on here, and it feels like paint. So I'm going to compare a couple of colors with the Posca and the, so let's start here. Let's see, what color purple do I have that's similar to the Posca? Is this one? Let's see which one is the most similar. Probably, is that more like amethyst or orchid? See, I don't have every shade of all the colors like Kathy does, but that's kind of close to maybe eggplant. What color is this one? Royal, maybe. No, it's not exact like any of them. Maybe like amethyst. Let's go with amethyst. Okay. All right. So here's the Posca, which this color, I don't think they have names on these, on the Posca, and they're all in Japanese. The Poscas. Now, where are Artis's made? I have no idea. All right, so let's see what happens here. I'm not really trying to swatch these. I just want to see if it's going to go through. And this is a finer tip one. This Posca I'm using is a finer tip, so it's taken me a minute more to fill in a square. Okay, so there is the Posca. Okay, now let's do the Artisa Amethyst, which is not the exact color, but it's the closest one I have. And we'll compare the two. Okay. All right, and this is, let's put art. Okay. Hi, Christine. Anybody else I missed coming in? Cassie asked if color, I haven't, yeah, we're going to try that too. I haven't had time to try it yet. Guys, I just got these yesterday. I haven't even finished swatching them, but we're going to test that. We're going to test that too. Okay, so, all right. There you go. This is the Artisa, and there's the Posca. But one might be a little darker because the color's a little darker. I don't know. Or it could be this is a little juicier because it's brand new, and I've used my Posca for a while. Let's try another color. Let's try a green. Let me see what color green I have. Again, these see my Poscas are the fine tip. So it's all right, let's go ahead and do another. Let's do another. So I may not be putting as much paint down as the broad tip. Does that make sense? I'm putting more paint down when I use the Artisa because they're a broader tip. Okay, so there is the Posca green. Now let's see which green is the closest. None of them are really exact. Forest green might be. Let's go with forest green. There's lime green. Where's forest green? Phthalo. Forest. Okay. So because the Artisas are brand new, they're real juicy. And I've used my Poscas quite a bit, so they're not as juicy. You know what I mean? All right. Oh. And these are thicker, so I'm probably laying down more paint. That didn't go through. That's just a mark I accidentally made. So you can see they're not going through on copy paper. Okay, so now we will test. Let's go ahead and do it on here because it shows up. Okay, so let's do the, I don't remember which is which over here, so I'm going to do it again. And we're going to test it with color pencil. I should put this on black paint, on top of black paint. You know, that's my test. Black paint. Okay, so that Posca, my broad tip Posca, came out really fast too. So it's about the same. All right, so we'll test this with pencil on it now. Let's see. Let's get a blue or something. Let's see. A dark. No, I don't really want to try black, but we could do black or blue and white on top. Let's get a white. Okay. All right, so make sure I can still see those are wet. So let's wait a second on those. Hi, Jonna. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go over this is just a blue Prismacolor. Oh, see, they're not quite dry yet. Let's give it another minute. This one looks dry. Let's try the white pencil on top of the Posca and the Artisa. Okay, there's a white pen, and I pushed hard. That's full coverage. Okay, full coverage right there. Now, I want to show you something though. Let me show you something else. If this is like acrylic ink, let me get a purple paint here. We're just doing some experimenting here, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to put down acrylic paint. Oh, let's shake that up. I didn't completely. Whoa. I want to get a nice coverage with the acrylic craft paint. We're going to do a test with that too. Okay. Let me dry it. Let me just get my heat gun here, guys. Dry everything. Oh, now see, I forgot which is which here again. I think that's the Posca. I think this first one was the Posca. And this was the Artisa. Okay. Okay, bye, G. Hope you're doing well. All right, so now that's dry. Look at that. See how paint, the craft, this is why I like craft paint in my projects and using it as a base. Because look, see how, can you see how much whiter the white pencil is on paint? This is just craft paint. I should do black as well. Let's do black. Let's do all three blacks. Are y'all okay with all this testing? I hope. I hope y'all are okay with the testing. So y'all know. All right, so we're going to start with black paint. We'll put this brush in the water, so I'm not going to use it again. And now let's do black. Oh, I got to pump. I haven't done the black one yet. Okay, I got to pump my black Artisa. Oh, you like the testing? Okay, good. Well, you'll know, right? And again, you can change these tips. It comes with 2 packs of tips with different points, a chisel on one end and a point on the other. And can you wash these out and replace them and not ruin this tip? I haven't tried that either. Trying to read, chat, and shake. Oh, thanks, Picola. Okay, here it comes. So you can see it coming out. See, it's not quite all the way there. Okay, so then this is the Artisa. I should maybe try, well, black ink in particular is always, every black ink is different, so that won't be good, much of a test. Okay, let me write down, okay, so this is paint. This is Artisa. And now let's get a Posca in black. Let me find one here. Okay, now this is a finer tip one, but it's just, it'll still work. It's just finer point, so it's going to take a little minute more. And I do use my Posca, so they're probably getting a little low. This one I can feel is almost empty. Okay, and so this is Posca. See, look, it's writing light. Okay, so let's dry this. And I'm also trying to see if there's a sheen to them. The Artisa black has a little sheen. I don't see a sheen to the other colors. The black one seems to have a little bit of a sheen. All right, so let's go with the white pencil test. Dee Dee, you're right. Our arm is getting okay. Well, I did all of these yesterday. Okay, so let's test the paint. You can see, you can almost get it back to white paper. The Artisa and the Posca. You can go over the Posca just a little better, maybe, but nothing. Look, see, this is why I use acrylic paint. I'm telling you, people, flat, matte, craft paint. See, this is probably more like ink, acrylic ink. But if you want to go over it with a pencil, look, you just can't beat flat, matte, craft paint to go over it with pencil. That's just my opinion. Do the Poscas have as many colors? I don't know how many colors Posca has, Judy. You'd have to go on Amazon or ask Kathy. Kathy Berg probably has every Posca color. Colleen, do you know? Hi, Sean. Colleen, do you know about the number of colors that Posca has? I don't have near this many colors in Posca, guys. But there's 40. This is 40 completely different colors. Look. And I haven't even finished. Here's the purples. And I still have the brown and a silver and a gray to do. I haven't swatched these yet. Or the black. I haven't swatched these yet. These are left to pump and swatch. You don't know? Yeah, I don't either. Kathy would know, but Kathy's on the road, guys. So, and as far as black ink goes, there's so many different types of black ink. I could show you. I've probably got 20 different kinds of black ink from different calligraphy and inking and, just different, different projects. And, I've just got tons of black ink. So that's like, you can't really compare one type of black ink to to these all these paint pens, because black inks are so different. Let's see. Thanks, Miss Nobody. Who else? Any other questions? Hi, Azure. Anybody else? Elaine, Sister Woman. Anybody else I've missed coming in? So there you go, guys. What else can we do? What else should we test? Oh, let's test the black or a dark blue pencil on top. It's pretty much the same, guys. I think it's pretty much covering, a dark pencil over the white. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Let's see if we can do. And of course, if I do it lightly, I can see my brush, my nib strokes in there. Okay, 55 colors in the Posca line. Okay. There you go. Sean just answered it. And I think 40 is the biggest set that are. This just came out, I think, recently. So Sean says there's 55 colors in Posca. But here's the thing, guys. Look on Amazon and see it, because Sean's in UK. Maybe they can get more colors too. Oh, how they blend. No, I can try to do that, but I never blend these. Never. I never blend my paint pens. Never tried with the Poscas, but we will try. The thing about doing a blend is you're going to get the paint on one and then the other, but we'll give it a shot here. Let's try yellow and a red and see if we can get an orange. With 40 colors, I don't know what you need to blend. I don't need to make an orange. I've got 5 oranges. Oh, you asked Google. Okay, thanks, Sean. Okay, so let's do the light color first so I'm not ruining my tips. Okay, so here's, oh no, that's fluorescent. I don't want fluorescent yellow. Let's go with the regular yellow. Okay, so let's see. They don't stay wet long. No, they're not really going to blend. because that's already dry. The yellow's already dry. So blending, no, I can't see that they would blend because they dry immediately or so fast. And once they're dry, guys, they're waterproof. So like when I try to go over, let's go over this green. Well, I'm able to kind of pull it. I am able to pull it some. But I don't want to ruin my tips either, guys. So I'm not playing that one. I don't want to ruin them. You're going to have to spend all your ink cleaning the tip if you try to do that. I guess you could. Could you? Maybe. Let's try Posca. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's do a green and a yellow with the Posca. Okay, so here I got that Posca here. So let's take my yellow. Now I'm almost, I don't even want to say it's blending. I'm almost pulling dry paint. I'm going to say I wouldn't recommend it. Can you? Probably in some sense, but why would you? I don't know. I wouldn't, guys. That's just me. I'm not going to ruin them. That's kind of like trying to use a Copic over acrylic paint. You'll ruin your Copics. Do not use your Copics, your alcohol market Copics. Don't put these over acrylic. You will ruin your Copic nib. Yeah, that's what I use, or as a background. Or look, let me show you something. Let's see. Let's do another something here. Like, let's say I was coloring a pattern of something. Let's do here. Let's do a yellow here. Let's just say I colored a chicken. I colored a chicken in. And this is the kind of stuff, guys, I use in my sketchbook. I don't, other than the white Posca that I might do extra little stars or something, I don't use these in my fine art. They're more for me to play with in my sketchbook. Okay, so let's dry that. All right. And then you could do patterns on top of it. And it doesn't run. It's not gonna bleed. It's not gonna bleed. See? Oh, Devin had a question. Each one holds the same volume. I don't know how much they hold. In the yellow one here, you can see, I can see the ink in there rolling around. In the Poscas, you don't have any translucent barrel at the end to see how much is in there. You know, so I don't know how you tell. Somebody might take two brand new ones, a new Artisa and a new Posca, and see if you could run them out. See how long. I've seen people actually do that with paint pens and markers and stuff. See how long it takes to run one out. But it takes a long time. I'm not kidding. It takes a while. You want to run something out. So this is the kind of stuff I like to do, like in my sketchbook and my ideas and stuff like that. You know, will I ever use these on a piece? Maybe, other than my white, because I use the white. You can see I'm not done here, but look, this is where we've used some white Posca on the Blue Jay. That's the only Posca I've used on this. The rest of this is acrylic paint and pencil. Okay, but the white, I love the white Posca for the vibrancy. The vibrancy of the white Posca is what I love. That's why I have so many white ones. Okay, so let's see. I don't think they do have open. No, these do not come in open stock because I saw somebody say something about it on Instagram. You need to make these open stock. So they don't yet, I don't think. But I think one of the reasons that Artisa can sell them so inexpensively is because of the bulk of them, you know. The same thing for I got their gouache tubes. I have their gouache watercolor. I don't have their pencils. I don't have the Artisa colored pencils because I have so many pencils now, guys. It's going to be hard to beat what I already have, you know. Thanks, Christine. We're going to finish them up here in a minute. So, all right. So, any more questions on this? I don't know what else you might want to know on the Artisa. I'm looking to see what else, other than swatching out the browns. That's all I have left to swatch. Again, if you're just coming in, let me show you the other colors I have swatched. These are all the colors I have swatched so far. There's the purples, and then I just have the gray, some brown. I did do the black. Oh, no, I didn't swatch the black yet. So a silver, a gray, 3 browns. And these are the only ones I haven't swatched yet. So, yeah. Let's try something else. I got a piece of plastic sitting here from off of a stamp. Let's just check this. Let me get a, now don't use your water brushes. I wouldn't recommend using your water brushes with acrylic paints because that might ruin them, but just use a plain brush and some water. Let me get it. Let's do a little test here with this. Let me put a little bit of water. Okay. If we put it on plastic, which, you know, it'll resist. So let's do that. Now I don't want to do it on this sheet because this is my swatch sheet. Let's do it on another page. Okay. All right. So if we put some on the plastic, let's see what we can do. And it may dry permanent on the plastic too, because they're made for wood. They're made for, you know, surfaces that other paints don't stick to. Do these pens work on black paper? Yeah, I have to do that test too. I'm sure they do. Okay. So look, I'm watering it down. So let's see what happens when this dries. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. So it's kind of like watercolor now, right? So if I hit this with the heat gun, is that going to be permanent? Or will that be still reactivatable? Reactivatable? Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and dry. Let's dry that. And make sure it's 100% dry. All right, let me clean my brush. All right. Now let me just spray some water on there. Yeah, see that? Look, they're waterproof. They're waterproof after dry. I just sprayed that with water and it's not moving. So if you use them like watercolor, like in a porcelain tray or a piece of plastic, it's like watercolor, but it's going to be waterproof. That's kind of good to know. Okay, Clara, hi and bye, by the way. Hi, Fran on the edge. Marion, I know I'm missing people coming in. Okay, so yeah, that is one thing that's kind of cool. Now, let's see how we can mix. Let me clean this little piece of plastic off here. I guess I could get out a tray, but all right, so now let's do the red and yellow thing. Okay, so now there's some red and some yellow. Let's make some, oh, that's the fluorescent. Don't want the fluorescent, just want plain yellow. Okay, now let's mix those colors. Make an orange. I don't know really why you might want to do this, but just knowing that you can make a waterproof watercolor. Okay, let me clean my brush again. Let's put down a little more yellow. See, then they won't want to blend on here. Can you see how that doesn't blend? They don't want to blend on the paper. You have to blend them on the plastic or on a something. Okay, you won't be able to blend them on the paper itself because it dries. So I mean, it just doesn't. Yeah. How often do you refer back to your swatches before starting projects? Only when I want to see a certain, like if let's just say I needed a purple and I have 4, 5, 6 purples and I don't know which purple, what it looks like. And also a lot of it depends on how well they match their caps, right? So now let's dry this. And now I'm going to spray it with water. And well, there's a little, no, it's really not moving. I think that's what's on my brush, actually. I think that yellow was on my brush. This is not moving at all. So they're waterproof once they dry. You should rip out these swatch pages and put them in your Jane Davenport book. Yeah, I probably should. And, that's a good idea, Devin, because I have so many other swatches in my Jane Davenport book. I should put those in my Jane Davenport book, too. I know because it's going to bug y'all if I don't, right? Oh, let's do a Posca testing. I don't think Poscas move either, but let's test. Let me get that purple Posca back here. All right, so let's put some purple and let me clean off this little. Hang on, let's clean off this little plastic thing here. Okay, now let's put some Posca on the. We'll do the same test. Okay. All right, let's dry. All right, let's spray. I don't know if I dried it or if it's just my brush. Where's my Kleenex? Got to clean your brush, otherwise it's okay. Look, the Posca does move. The Posca's not as well. It's not waterproof, so the Posca is moving. The Artisa is not moving when hit directly with water after dried. Okay. I'm guessing cat and paste. I don't know what the formulations are of either one. I just got these yesterday. I haven't even finished swatching them yet. So yeah, it kind of is surprising because they're so similar in every other way. Right? So it looks like the Artisa are not water-based. Well, it says they're acrylic. I don't know. Posca doesn't say. Posca doesn't say what they are. Artisa says acrylic marker, which I think is the same stuff that's in your inks. I think it's this, acrylic ink. Acrylic ink is what I'm thinking is in these. I can't swear to it, but I'm looking at it. I can see it translucent in the yellow. And it's liquidy. It's liquid as ink. Okay, it's as liquid as ink in there. Well, this is a thin coat. So, yeah. Yeah, try some on black. Okay, now here's the thing about black paper. Again, when I try my black, okay, the only black paper I have on hand, guys, is just this cardstock. And this is very absorbent. So it's when I use my Posca on black, it's on black acrylic paint. This is black acrylic paint, right? And the Posca works awesome on black acrylic paint. This cardstock is not the same as doing it on black acrylic paint. So let me get the Posca and the Artisa. I can't use Posca to sign my rocks because when I apply varnish, the Posca's wrong. Well, Beady, I bet, then you might want to try these. If these are waterproof, then maybe the varnish will not run on these. Since rocks are non-porous. Yeah. So, yeah, maybe you need the Artisa for your rocks. Okay, so here's the Posca. And again, this paper, see, it's already getting lighter and lighter. Here's the Artisa. They're very similar. Now I'm going to dry it and spray it with water. Okay, so this was the Posca. Okay, let's dry and see what happens when we spray these with water on the white. Yeah, and acrylic ink, you know, this is waterproof once it's dry. The acrylic inks. One second, guys. Let me tear this out. I got so much water on this, it's soaking through and going to ruin my next paper. So let's get rid of that. All right, so now let's spray this and see what happens. Janet needs these too. All right. All right. Let's see what happens. It's not, neither one are moving. Where's my brush? Let's just see if I can make them move. Posca, no. Neither one are moving on this paper. Okay. Well, what would you like to do with it on the watercolor paper that I haven't done on another paper? Look, I sprayed it so much. It went through anyway. This paper is mixed media. It's kind of rough. I don't know that it would do anything different on watercolor paper than it would do on this mixed media paper. I'm not sure what the test would be for that. Okay, so let's see. Clean these brushes all out. All right. Well, it won't. I just did a water test with them, guys. So, you know, I did a water test. They'll blend. They will blend if they're wet. All right. So here you got the plastic. They're staying wet. They're staying wet on the plastic. Therefore, when you go to, you know, they'll blend because they don't dry. They're not drying on this. They're drying on the paper. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, Colleen, have fun. Have fun. Wear your cuff. Wear your cuff, Colleen. All right, so real quick, guys, I'm going to move all the Artisas to the side, and hopefully y'all got, let me put them in a, hang on, let's get a little, some kind of a thing here. Let's put them in here. Now, I don't want to put these away because I haven't swatched those yet. Okay, let's move that. I'll put the nibs and all the ones I've swatched. Put them in a bag so I can move them out of the way because we're going to work on the Blue Jay. All right, so this is how I will use them. I will use them like this. When they're in a box with little holders, that it won't get used by me. I'm just saying. They have to be accessible. All right, so let's quickly do these watercolor pencils. These Prisma watercolor pencils for Janet, because she asked me to last week and we didn't get to it. You're welcome. I hope it helps. Let me dump this water out. I hope it helps. y'all decide, you know, if you like those versus the Posca. No, neither one's, I don't smell either one. If I put my nose right up to the Posca, I can smell it a little. Let me get, but barely. Let me get an Artisa here. I don't smell anything. I smell nothing. I smell nothing on the Artisa. And the Posca, not enough to even really, doesn't concern me. I'm putting it right up to my nose, and I can barely smell the Posca, and I don't smell the Artisa at all. Yeah, Ian, I don't see them. I don't see anybody using them as watercolors. Because how are you going to blend them? They won't, you can't, you don't want to tip, you're going to ruin them. I just, this is just my opinion, I would never use them as watercolor. That's just me. To do a watercolor painting with those things, why? When you've got a gazillion watercolors, I would not recommend using them for a watercolor page. That's just me. It's way too much work. Why would you want to do all that work? Okay, so let's do these. Let's test the, I'm going to go ahead and test. I'm going to pull the water out. Okay, so let's first off say the Prismas do not have a color name. They have a number. So like this yellow is number 16. There's no name for it. I don't know how many these watercolor pencils come in. This is the basic set. So I think it comes in a skin tone, which I may have around here somewhere. It may come in a skin tone. It may come in a pastel. It may come in other sets. I don't know, because I've not really ever tried to collect the Prismacolor watercolor pencils. If any of you have multiple sets, do this in your Jane Davenport book. Yeah, I'll cut them out and put them in there. I'll cut them out and put it in there. Okay, so this is mixed media. It's a Canson mixed media. It's a little thicker with a little bit of tooth. So that's why I'm just doing it here with the watercolor pencils. Okay, so again, there's no name. Like that's number 44. So these are just, I didn't do the white because obviously you're not going to see it. But I'll do the other colors. And again, you're going to see the texture because that's what I'm doing it on, is this kind of mixed media, has a little bit of tooth to it. Which is like if I was going to do it on watercolor paper, it's kind of the same. There are watercolor pens. Oh, yeah, I've got the brush tips. I've got that was the other thing I have from Artisa. I do have the Artisa water brushes. The Artisa water brushes. I do have those. I want to leave enough room here to pull it. So did I miss a color? Did I miss a color? Yeah. Okay. Here, I'm going to go up here. I missed one of the colors there. And then again, there's a white that I'm not swatching the white. I have the Artisa real. It's like the real brush watercolors. So I think I swatched those for you way back when too. Oh yeah. Since this is all you get to see of me most days, I do decorate my wrist. Okay, so now we'll get a brush. Let's see here. Why am I shaking it? All right, I got to get a Kleenex to clean the brush as I go. So we'll start down here. They dissolve. So far, they dissolve instantly, Janet. They're not, if you have ever used ink tints, guys, and I should get out an ink tints to show you. ink tints can sometimes leave, and I'm only going by just the one color. We'll see as we go. But look how quickly that dissolved. See how quickly that dissolved? Check my Artis real brush. Yours all dried after 6 months. Oh my gosh, Zelie. I will check it. I don't think it's been 6 months though since I used it. Okay, so here's the purple. Let me get some water going here. This brush is, hang on guys, I got to get some water in my brush. Okay. I want y'all to see how quickly it dissolves. I will do that, Zelie. All right. See how quickly that dissolves? Let me squeeze some water out so you can see how quick that dissolved really nice. So yeah, that's good. Okay, zooming. Zooming. I've been holding it up, but I guess if you'd rather me zoom, I will zoom. How close should I zoom? Is that close enough? Oh, I just stuck my finger in there. Okay. What gets confusing? I'm sorry, I missed something. Mary Beth, what gets confusing? Yeah, they do dissolve fast, Eileen. That's pretty quick. Yeah, they're pretty vivid. Yeah. Yeah, these, well, Prismacolor, if you're talking about just Prismacolor. Yeah, did I call this Prisma? I'm sorry, Prima. I'm sorry if I called this Prismacolor, guys. It's Prima. It's Prima. I don't know. Maybe that's what Janet's correcting me there. Yeah. If you get any closer, my nose will be in the paint. Okay. All right. So here we go. And I got, like I said, I got them at Xander's shop. I don't know if she still has them available. Now, and I'm scrubbing them with the brush. So I don't know how much scrubbing you will do when you want to do a tree or something. Will you be really scrubbing, or will, and then also the other thing you can do, I'm sure, just like you can. Now, this was some paint that was some of the cardstock, black cardstock bled through. So that might interfere with this. We'll see. But anyway, it's like a little globe. Look. But look, they do dissolve really quick, and they are pretty vibrant. Yeah, you're right. So again, has anybody checked to see how many colors these come in? I'm trying to clean my brush in between. There you go. I don't know how many colors. Sean, you want to Google that? How many colors does the Prima watercolor pencils come in? So there they are, guys. So do y'all want me to test something else? Yeah, Janet goes, no, I want them. Well, see if Xandra still has them in her shop, because I think that's where I got them. They were a good price. But I don't know if she still has them. She runs out really quick. Okay, so I don't know how many colors they come in. Like I said, this is the basic set. I think they have a portrait set, but I don't know if they have any other sets other than those two. I've never seen these in the stores. In Michael's, and not saying that some Michael's never had them. I've just never seen them. Paint and yeah, somebody will put Xandra's shop up there. I don't know that she has them left, because she sells out of her stuff quick. There's several sets, but do have crossover colors in different sets. They do. They have crossover colors. So like you might get the same yellow in this set as you do in a pastel set. Oh, blend them? Okay. Let's see here. Let's do a little blendy blend. Okay, so let's do the red and yellow to make the orange. That's a good way to see. Julie says, I have 7 of the sets. Oh my gosh, so there's a lot of sets. Julie Topaz has 7 of the sets. Okay, so here we go. So here's some red. Here's some yellow. And let's see if we can make a nice orange here. Yeah, they blend. They blend. They're watercolor. Let's put a little more yellow because I got obviously more red. So watercolors are going to blend. Let me clean off. Let me get a Kleenex here. Clean my brush off so it's not just full of red. Yeah, they're going to blend just like any watercolor. So there are, thanks, Janet. So for those of you that asked, there's Xandra's shop. Okay. I think there are 8 sets, but I didn't get the skin tones because most of the pencils are in the other sets. Ah, okay. So there we go. Yeah. So, yeah. Julie needs to probably do some swatch tests for us and post them on IG or somewhere. Let's see. Any other questions on these? Janet, are they in your cart, Janet? Janet didn't. I noticed Janet didn't put. Oh, there's the basic set on Amazon. I noticed she didn't put Xandra's link up till she probably ordered them. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Janet. Yeah, Julie says she could do some swatches. Yeah, do some swatches of your sets, Julie, so we can see all the colors. Maybe put the number because and Julie would know if she has a lot of the same sets. I mean, if she has all the sets, if they have a red number 25 in 2 or 3 different sets, right? So that would be helpful, Julie. If you do that, but follow Julie on Instagram. But then if you do it, I'll try to remind me, Julie, and I'll show it on whenever you do it. I'll show it. So, hi, CB. You like that, CB? So there we go. So that is the Prima. I kept saying Prismacolor. Prima watercolor set. So let me see if I can show you. Let me get out an Inktense. Hang on. Just to show you. Let's do a what do you call it, comparison. So here's my Inktense. Now, here's one of the things about ink. If you buy the set of Inktense, this is definitely something that you need to swatch. And what I did is I swatched them on the little labels and put them on the what do you call it? Wrapped them around the pencils because some of them are very different colors. Like here's a good example. Look at that purple. This is what the color looks like when you use it. But look, the barrel color is not anywhere near the real color of Inktense. So let's swatch the Inktense and let's just see how quickly, if at all, it dissolves. All right, where's my water? Here we go. Okay, so it's dissolving, but not as quickly, and I can still see a little bit of pigment there. It's a little more work. It's a little more work to do Inktense, but here's the thing about Inktense. Inktense, if you get them 100% dissolved and 100% dry, are very water resistant. I don't want to say it's waterproof 100% because that's going to depend on how much you dissolve it and how much you dry it. But it's supposed to be, supposed to not move. Although CL, Christine, I have had some move. I don't remember what colors or what. I've used these in my coloring books. Christine probably has too. So yeah, what a great idea to swap. Yeah. Especially if it's something different. If your colors are very similar, then to the color, and that goes for pencils, not just watercolor, but anything. You can swatch them on the barrels yourself so that you can see the differences. Like here, look. Say, yeah, that's why I said you have to dissolve them all the way. Yeah. So as long as you dissolve them all the way and they're dry, because there's supposed to be ink, pigment ink in a pencil, as opposed to watercolor, right? So that's the difference on ink tints. Okay, so let's see. I think we should go ahead. Let me move some of this out of the way so I have some space. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to step away for just a second, and then we're going to work on the, let me back out here. We're going to work on the, am I backed out all the way? There we go. Work on the Blue Jay. All right, let me move these. These have not been swatched, so I don't want to put them in my bag yet. But I'll set them next to the bag so I can swatch those out too. All right. I should probably keep this because someone's going to ask me. I know they will. So let me set that somewhere in a sample portfolio. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. Just a minute. My kitties are so cute. One's in one room on one bed, one's in the other room on the other bed. I don't know if y'all saw, I posted, this is what I posted on Catterday on Twitter. I'll find the picture. Let's see. And don't forget, Janet streams at 1. Here we go. Oh, look at those two. Oh, thank you, Cassie, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I'll write that down. This month's I'm planning on making prints, small prints of this. Not the cats, the Blue Jay. But look, there's my Catterday picture. Thank you, Cassie. Cassie, make sure and send me your address. And I might have it already, but guys, it's always so much easier if you send me your address, if you PayPal me or super chat me. Then I have it handy to send you a thank you. So Cassie, if you send me your, here's, let me put it in here again. And so I can send you, that's what this, oh, baby girl, I see you. Gotta make piles here. I'll send that. I'm going to try to make prints of this. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with this. Let me bring up my reference picture, which I'm really not using, but other than some of the colors. Let's see. What do I do with it? I got too much stuff here. There it is. So it was a calendar picture. I made his head really long. I made this wing. Their wings don't do that, and their tails are different. But anyway, I kind of got the idea from a picture of a blue jay. And then I think it was Kathy Berg who said instead of a snake to do like a swatch of paint. So that's what I did here. I still want to paint some more scales in here. I can do some with paint. I can do with pencil. I can do a little of both. I got my pasta. Here, let's move this wax paper out of the way. So I've been using some Posca little feathers, and I guess I could zoom in a little bit more. And I hadn't decided what I wanted to do on the background. I think I want to do maybe a couple of more planets. I started drawing in a couple with color pencil. And maybe I should zoom in one here, too. But I did find a watch that I think I want to put right there. So, but I don't know if I want the tail. I think I kind of still want the tail to come over the watch. So, yeah, and I probably want to paint that black, or maybe I could cut it down a little bit, or just cut it. I don't know. Let me trim it and see, because I can still put more paint on there. Have you swatched the Prismacolor? Yeah, multiple times. Those are my go-to pencils, Cheryl. Although I can pretty much say I probably don't need to swatch my Prisma Premier. That's my go-to pencil. After they replaced the barrels and they've changed names and switched things around. The Prismacolor are the colors pencils that I use more than any. I like the other ones. Don't get me wrong. I have the Polychromos. I have the Holbeins. I have the Luminance. But Prismas are just because I know them like my BFFs. I use them more than anything. Okay, so let's see. Did I cut that down enough to still see? I'll still have to go around it. So what I'm thinking, I can just paint that orange over the top. I'll put white first because the orange is so translucent. I'll put some white paint and then the orange on top. And then of course I'll do, stuff around the pen, around it too. Now, the only other thing is I like the way this moon watch has this, but I don't like the direction of the hands. But if I turn the direction of the hands, then my moon and all that's upside down, and I don't like that. So what I'm thinking is after I glue this on, I might paint out these hands and have them go a different direction. And then of course I'll glow around this too. And then I've got to add some more pencil detail. And see, these feathers, I've just kind of stylized them for now. I kind of want to get in there with pencil. Let's see. Let me get a few colors here. Pencil. Let's get a couple more paint brushes. I don't know what I'm going to need. I don't know what all I'm going to need right now. Maybe... All right, let's get a thing for some paint. So I kind of want to finish this up. There's something to put some paint in. And maybe another blue or two. Just in case. Need some blues, pencils. All right, so I think the only other thing I'm going to want to glue down is this. So maybe, do I want a couple other little planets? Some marbles or something? Let's see, do I have I lost my marbles? No, I found them. I didn't lose my marbles. All right, so let's see. I find a couple planets. I can punch them out or I'll just cut them out. Depending on, and there's not many left in here. I've used this book and used this book. There's not too many marbles. I've pretty much lost my marbles or used them. I've used them. see, like there's a good color right there. This one right here, maybe, or it might be too green. I like that little blue one right there. Let's get this one. And you can punch little planets out of anything, guys. Like any magazine that has any kind of textures or anything, any kind of textures or designs or patterns, you can punch those out or cut them out to use for planets. It's like, and I'm going to go around it anyway with, oh, that's got a glare on it. I'm going to go around it with, what do you call it? Pencil. Hi, Kelly Vander Linden. Welcome. Oh, this one has a little, I don't know, that might have too much green in it. I don't want green. Trying to keep them blues and oranges. Here's a little red one, yellow and red. That one might be good. I actually kind of like this in a row. I like this little row of them. It could look like they're streaking across the sky, or they're in some kind of a elliptical orbit thing. I don't know. That might be too distracting. I don't know. Might be too distracting. What do y'all think? Is that too distracting? Might be. But I'm going to hold it out. I'm going to pull it out and see. I don't like it. Here's another blue one. It's not bright blue. There's blue and yellow. Don't want blue and yellow. You're welcome. I've been wanting super chat for a while. Oh, well, thank you, Cassie. That's very kind, very thoughtful. I appreciate that. Again, send me your address. I don't share anybody's addresses with anyone. I don't put you on an email list. I mean, you know, I keep your emails, but I don't put you on a list. And I don't share your physical addresses with anybody, not even the mods. Okay, so this one looks like it's going to be perfect. And again, I have punches that could punch these, but I'm just going to cut them, and then I'll go around them with pencil. I do want this to kind of turn out. I'm going to make prints of it. I'll make prints of it for you guys. So, and again, I change a lot of things. Maybe this could kind of go halfway behind him. If I cut this in half, like halfway behind him, kind of, I don't know if I want it just right there, I guess. Maybe 3 planets like that. Maybe that looks good. Then that means that has to go. I'll just paint it out. Or something else needs to go there. I just messed around with pencil last week. I'll put that print on the wall. Okay, well, I got to get them made first. I won't get them probably made till next week. So, okay, so I think that's probably enough. Let's see. Yeah. Is there something on the cover I like? Do I like that blue one there? Oh, no, I like this one up here. I know I'll cut this one. I'm cutting one more out. I'm going to glue these on. Hubster and I watched a movie. We had not even known that this movie existed. Came on, I think it came on Friday night, and I watched about half of it, and he went and he said, just record the rest of it. And so we watched the rest of it yesterday. What was the name? Did I keep the information still on here? Hang on. And it was good. We liked it. Let's see if I can still have it. What was it called? I might have to call him and ask him if it doesn't come up, because I got so many things saved. Here it is. No, that's not it. That's something else. And keep going back. No, but still not in my Safari. Let me ask him what it was. Hang on. If he answers his phone. Otherwise, I'll have to tell y'all later. Hang on. Let me ask him. I could go look on the DVR, but the phone's closer, and I don't have to go in the other room. I might have to go check on the DVR. It's not answering. Yeah, I could put a spaceman in there. Do y'all like those space stickers? All right, hang on. Let me look on the DVR. Now I got to tell y'all. It was called Passengers. It was a sci-fi. Came out, I think, in 2014. Called Passengers. And the girl that played in Hunger Games was the girl. Can't remember who the guy was. And I know he's somebody really famous, but I can't think of his name. But it was called Passengers. And there was 5,000 people. You love that movie, Devin? There's 5,000 people in sleep, put to sleep, what do you call it? Oh, anyway, there's sleeping pods because it takes like 100 years or something, 120 years to get to the planet. So they're all 5,000 people are sleeping. Christopher Pratt are sleeping on this ginormous ship. I mean, and the special effects are really, really good. And so Christopher Pratt, there's a malfunction and his pod malfunctions and he wakes up. He's the only one. Stasis. Thank you, Christine. Stasis. I couldn't think of the word. And he's the only one that wakes up. But that's what I'm going to tell you. I'll have to watch it. I don't want to tell y'all because I don't want to spoil it. I seriously do not want to spoil it. Okay, so let's see. Let me get some matte medium because I have so much now thanks to Janet. Let me get one of my glue brushes. I just need a small one because I only have a couple things to glue down. So I only have a couple things to glue. So let's move all this over. Let's move this out of the way. So yeah, if y'all, I don't know, we'll see if a little astronaut's going to be distracting. And see, there's a glare on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this down. You've seen it? It's good. Yeah, we've never seen it, and we were surprised. Like, what? How did we miss this one? How did we miss this movie? But we missed it somewhere along the line. Okay, so let me go ahead and glue all these down real quick. And then I'll scrape them down with a card. But this just reminded me of when y'all said put an astronaut on it. Okay, I think now do I want this here, guys? What do y'all think? Is that too distracting, or do I want it somewhere else? I don't know that it would really go. That's going to look like he's pooping out little berries. I don't want to do that. I think maybe I should cut them out if I'm going to use them. Here, let me smash let me smash these down first before we go too far. Need a little bit more on this one. This one's from the cover, and it's a little thicker. It's not wanting to stick real good right now. Yeah, hanging out of his beak. I don't know. Because see, look, I got that into that tail thing there. Okay, I'm going to have to put some gel medium or some, this one's not wanting to stick because it's the cover. It's real thick. This piece of paper right here is really thick. I'm going to need to put some, let me put some, what do you call it, glue, some what do you call it? Tacky glue. So I don't have to get out matte gel medium. I just need some tacky glue because that piece of paper is extra thick and it's not wanting to stick. So we're going to put some tacky glue on there, which I just got on my pants. There we go. Okay, let me get a baby wipe, clean my hands. That's funny. You feel like I'm helping save the planet. You can, yeah, see, it just, where'd it go? Well, oh, here they are. See, this is in the way. Now Hubster's calling me back. Hang on. Hey, I just caught him streaming and I just couldn't think of the name of that movie we watched, Passengers, but I went and looked on the DVR because I was trying to tell everybody about it. Thanks. Bye. So come on, stick. All right. Let's see. There's a little glare, but there we go. So see, that's not going to work. If I put it like he's holding them in his beak, I mean, the beak would be over it, but it's too much going on right there. The only place I think I could like it would be down here, like in the nebulization thing. Oh, my mailman just literally passed by my house and he never does that. I always get mail, but I think it's a little distracting, you know? I think it might be a little straight. Now, I could put a few down here, but again, it's going to look like pooped berries, and I don't want it to look like that. So I think I'm going to roll with this, and that still doesn't want to stick. What is that paper made out of? I never have that problem. Not that much of a problem with the paper not sticking with matte medium and what do you call it, glue? Yeah, so I think we'll just go with that. All right, let's try this real quick now. Because I want the watch hands to come across, but I don't know, I might not do that either. You know, I like the watch hands to go through, cut through space and cut through planets. But I think we got a lot going on here. So I don't know that we need that either. Us males can sometimes be distracting to you girls. You're fine, Ian. You're hilarious. I don't know how I've written down so many funny things you've said. All right, so let's see. I think I'm done with the matte medium. Let me clean off my glue brush and then put it back in the water, which are the only brushes I leave in water, are glue brushes. Another baby wipe here. And this water. What else? What else do we got to do here? Bye, Cassie. Thank you again. Thank you so much. So sweet. All you girls. Well, and guys, Ian. It just happens that there's more girls than guys, but I don't want to neglect you boys. Okay, so now let's see. Let's get some of the blues back out again. Let's get a couple of, I'm going to put a little, and again, this is dry paint underneath, and it can be distracting if you're not used to using acrylic paint over layers and layers. I would recommend peeling off the old if you can't see, you know, if it's distracting. Let's see if there's anything left in this one, because I'm going to throw this one away. That one's empty. Okay, let's see what's in this one. I have the big jar of white over there. I'm trying to use all these up. Okay, that one, I think, is that one empty too? Oh, there's a little bit in there. Use that up. Okay, now a little bit of black. I can't remember what colors I've used. I got just a little bit left in some of these. I was trying to use them up before I threw them away. Okay. Now, let's see. Let's get a small brush here. Okay. If y'all have any questions, put it in the comment. Welcome back, G. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and just paint a little bit around the edge here. So these are some of the details. And then, I've got to get the orange out too, because I've got to go over that tail there. Okay, now it's time to take off. I got to take off the braces because they're scraping. Just like last week, they're scraping on the paper here, so they're going to be in my way. So I'm going to have to take off the bracelets. All right. So they're not scraping. Still a little glare, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. That lamp. That's 6 of them. Okay, so now I'm going to take the white, and I'm going to go over. This is where the tail is going over that, but orange won't cover that because it's so translucent, even though it's acrylic paint. So we're going to go over it with white, then we'll go back over it with orange. Thanks, G. I'm going to make some prints out of this if it turns out. Just some small 5x7, something like that. Okay, so let's dry that. Let's get a little orange. I'm going to do some detail. I'll zoom in a little bit more when I start, what do you call it? Need some of the yellow too. What was the other orange I was using? Was it this one? I think I was mixing it with a yellow ochre, maybe. I don't remember. Don't want to get this too big. Just let that dry a little, and then I can put more highlight color on there. Let's see. Nothing in caps, so y'all are entertaining yourselves. So did y'all like that movie Passengers? Or is it Passenger or Passengers? Now, I didn't pay attention when I went in there and looked at the DVR. But it was really good. I liked it. Oh, yeah, thumbs up, everybody. Thank you for all the thumbs up. Work till about probably about 11:30, quarter to 12. And I'll post a picture of this one. I'm going to try to get as much done as I can on it today. I'm going to finish it today, even if it's while I'm watching Janet. But so I can get some prints made of it. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do a lot of shading with the pencil in there. Let me dry this so I'm not sitting my hand in it. Okay, so now do I need I need a dark, different blue, I think. I need my Prussian blue. I could just mix it with a little black, but let's just put a little dab of Prussian blue there. And y'all can talk about your channels. Christine has a color channel that she does on Sundays. And I don't know, do you do it on other days too, Christine? I'm getting rid of some of the stars on this. And a lot of times, like I said, I'll paint out the watch hands. Watch hands, if you don't know, always are at 10. Well, usually right at 10 or right before 10 after. They're always the same in advertising. And there was a reason for it. We talked about that one time some years ago, but I don't remember what the reason was now. There's a reason that they always have the watch hands pointing the same way. So I could put a little astronaut right inside this watch. I'm just trying to get it kind of all the same flat, kind of the consistency color that I want in here without covering up everything. Okay. She's live at 2 Eastern and sometimes midweek pre-recordings. You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to have to put some more stuff in here, like maybe a little bit of, let's just put another couple shades of blue in there. And maybe a couple of other somethings. I just don't want it, I want it a little bit like this. I want those colors to be the same, you know, some of the same, bring in some of those colors that are in the bird, just a little bit of glow in there. A little bit of glow. And then yesterday it was rainy all afternoon, so I hunkered in with my sketchbook, my new magazines, and watched. And most of them I'd seen before. I just put them on in the background. A bunch of the Hallmark mysteries. Do any of y'all geek out on those? I like the Hallmark. I don't like the Hallmark shows, like the romances and the Christmas ones. And they beat those to death. 3 months at Christmas, Mom and I both like the Hallmark mysteries. And they didn't show Hallmark mysteries for like 3 months, like September, October, November, December, maybe 4 months. Hallmark movie things for like 3 or 4 months. And Mom or I don't watch those, but we like the mysteries, the cozy mysteries, as they're called. And they didn't show them for like, so now their new ones are on, and they've been doing new ones. So we've been enjoying them. And what we do, and they don't come on till like 9, the new ones come on like from 9 to 11 here p.m., which is 8 in Texas where Mom is. It's like 8 to 10. But for me, it's 9 to 11. But Mom and I, just kind of like you and I, the girls here do sometime on Survivor. We do the group chat thing on Twitter. Well, Mom and I we talk about the show on Messenger. You like him, Joyce? Mom and I talk about him on Messenger, discuss it, the plot, who did what. So yeah, we're all into that. Me and Mom are. It's like our Sunday night thing. So Sunday nights from 9 to 11, Mom and I are texting each other talking about the mysteries. Yeah, they started those Hallmark Christmas things in September. I know. Okay, so let's see. Let's add, maybe if I put a little white with that blue. Let's see. Light out. I'm just going to play with these colors here. Because I want some brighter. I don't want white. I want brighter. Oops, there's a little here, there, something. Little. I'm gonna flick in some extra feathers. Maybe I should zoom in. I'll have to keep moving things around. But you can see. Love all the mysteries. I can recommend the new Vienna Blood series on PBS. Set at the turn of the century. Features the dawn of psychiatry. Okay, all right. I'll have to check those out. So I just want some light blue. So we started with the dark. Remember, we started with the dark, like gray is under here, because you have to have the dark to put the light on top of. And then it's just a matter of layering as many layers as you want. Little feathers and things. We'll flick them out off the back of his head and stuff. Because remember, I made him like their heads don't do that. Their wings don't do this. But I'm going to put in a few with paint, and then I'll get in here with some pencil. But these are the little tiny details that are kind of really relaxing and just really fun to do. If you like doing little detail-y things, like I do like doing this kind of thing. But, this is the kind of stuff that we don't usually get to unless we're doing 2 or 3 parts, because it takes so much time to do all the base and everything. We started with a blank piece of paper and a sketch. We just sketched him out. Cats are coming in again. I saw them out of the corner of my eye. Then we'll add some more Posca, some more details. Let me get my little astronaut. I got to clean my brush out anyway. It's starting to crust up. Let's see if we want a little astronaut in that watch. Where's my stickers? So every now and then I'll use one of these space stickers. And a little astronaut or a little spaceship. We got the Challenger. We got rocks. We got like this little guy here. That's kind of a good one. Let's see. Oh, wait. I like this one because he looks kind of like he's flying. But anyway, it just reminded me of the show yesterday. Just one of the littlest ones. Is he the littlest? No, he's not even the littlest one. Wait, I'm going to put him back. I want to get this little tiny guy here. And I have to cut around because, well, maybe I could paint. It might be easier to paint around. Paint around him because I don't like the white edge. So I think I'll just paint around him. Let's dry that first, though. Like he's hanging on either onto the middle or he's hanging on to one of the watch hands. Do you know what I mean? I got to kind of position him where I want him here. I don't know if I want him going over that because then that'll look like he's too forward. I want him kind of in the back. I think I'll just have him hanging right there in the middle, like right there. Now let me paint. Let me get a tinier brush. And I'm going to paint him in. Here we go. I don't know if I want any of these other things in there or not. I'll look it over in a little bit. Okay, so now let's go in here and paint. Paint him in. And then where his hand is up in there, I'll do that in like yellow or tan color. Because I want him to be just blended in. You like that? It's very cute. Yeah. And thanks again, guys, for all the happy mail. APG. If y'all did not watch, if y'all got in here late, Make sure you go back and watch my Happy Mail with APG Jamie and the protection of and the art supply and the arts. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. And thank you, Molly, for my little stickers, and thank you, Devin Rex, for my cat book. I showed all that at the beginning of the show, so if y'all came in late, at least skim back over, later, and catch those Happy Mail. They were really fun. They're really happy. I'm holding my breath here. Yeah, do. And hi, Kate, Linda, Shara, Cheryl. I know I'm probably missing. What did you ask about, Diddy? Where did you go shopping? Where did I go shopping? I did go to the bookstore and I showed 2 magazines I bought. And then I got those Artisa acrylic paint markers from Amazon that came in yesterday. I bought Denise a calendar that's puzzle. It has like a desk calendar. Hang on, a desk calendar with a puzzle a day. She likes doing those puzzles. And I bought my grandson in LA a Mandalorian book. And I didn't show that, but okay, hang on. I got to fix his little foot there. I got too much paint around his foot. So I could have cut that white off, but it might as well just paint it in. I put another little planet in there too. Might put another little planet in there. There's a little spot right there. What doesn't want to cover up? No, it's okay. Thanks, Marion. And hi. Anybody else I might have missed? All right, let's dry that because I need a couple of little more coats in certain spots. Okay, I need a little bit. I'm gonna need a little bit of brown. Let's see, a little bit of gold, yellow ochre. And I don't want metallic gold. Let's just go with a sienna because I got some white and yellow. Just need a drop. I say a drop, and I put way too much. Just want to mix a little tan color here. Okay, Dee Dee, your space pieces would make great art book, just saying. Well, I do them for you guys. All right, let's see. All right, so there's a couple things like right down here. See where I smeared this? You can always just fix things with paint, or pencil. I could have done that with pencil too. I got more feather stuff to do here. Let me make sure everything's dry. I want to get in here with some pencil and some pasta. Okay, one of the things I do want with the paint, though, is a little bit of this kind of gray blue. Let's test it out here. I want one shade, it might be too much. I want one shade darker on these feathers down here. Trying to add as many layers to these feathers as I can, just to make them look kind of cool, stylized but cool kind of feathers. They're not. I'm not looking at a blue jay feather picture. I'm just kind of making these up because we can. Remember, Jamie said so. Jamie said we can. Y'all missed it. Y'all got to go back. You got to go back and look at the uh, Jamie's Happy Meal. Oh my God. That was so funny. Thank you so much, Jamie. That was fun. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll make some extra long feathers here. And I got to get a little bit of, not much water, but I got to wet this down just a tad just to get some flow to this. There's another little one in there. Maybe we'll have one kind of coming down here. Give it a little bit more oomph. All right, let's see. Let's go down here, down into these feathers. Y'all can't really see. I'm over here mixing paints. It needs to be a little lighter. Could probably do some of this with pencil and Posca. I'll look in the space book, see if there's anything I want to add with my little astronaut in there. Okay, let's see if we can drag this. Needs to be darker. Oops. Okay, get all my breath. Hi, Katrina. All right, so now I want to do a little shade. I think I'll do some shading in there with some pencil. Let me get my little picture back here. I'm going to look at the shading under his breast there. Okay, before we do that, let's look at the, I'm going to look at the, well, let's dry, because I'm going to set this down. Let's see if there's something little that I can put in here. I don't know. Let's start at the beginning. Let's go through this whole book. No, I'm kidding. One of those little stars might look good. I don't know. So I'm trying to kind of keep it real looking. And if I put like this kind of star in there, it's not. Yeah, I want it to look real. Let's don't put a star in there. But I'm just thinking that might be too. Oh, and this one doesn't have any white around it. I'm just thinking right there in the middle. It's too bright, isn't it? Looks too bright. If I might put it over here or over here. Kind of like it there. All right, we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it right there. Throw a star. Got to throw a star. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. All kinds of planets, of course. Could put the Earth in there. Well, I kind of got it full of, I got my 5 planets there, and that includes the watch. Don't do the sticker. Too late. You don't like the little star there? That's a sticker, Janet. My little astronaut's a sticker. I kind of like it. I kind of like the sticker. Let's see, what else do we have here? I'm just like, oh, an orange Saturn. I'm liking the orange Saturn. I don't know where I'd put it, but because it's orange. Let's see. I have to cut or paint around the orange, but well, here, let me just cut while I'm reading chat. I'm going to cut this out because it's orange. It'll be smaller once I cut it out. It just matches the situation. It matches the situation. Let's see. I usually put my own Saturn rings in, but I'm just flipping through these little tiny stickers and just want to use them. Just want to use them. Hang on, I'm cutting off the white edge. And I still have to go around these other planets and give them a glow. And the little white things there and there, I'll paint those in black because that wouldn't show through. Now I just got to decide where I want it. Let me back out and we'll look at it. Hang on. Let's see, where do we want it? Obviously, we don't want anything else at the top. What do you think? Should we have him holding it? I wouldn't do that. But I think right there. Don't y'all think right about there? Right there. I think that's where it's going to go. And then I'll just take a pen and get right in those little, because the rings wouldn't have that white behind them. It would be black back there. And we can always take our Posca and add a little highlight on the top. I could have just left some of the paint of the thing there, the sticker, I guess, but I just want the little bit of glow on the top. See, just like that. Need to let that dry and get in there with a black pencil. All right, so let's see. What else do we want? All right. Where's my black pencil? Get my little sharpening bowl to clean this out. And then just a little bit thinner right on this side. A little too thick, so let's just tone that down just a little. Okay, now I can do some other things. Can start working into some of the other details. Well, I guess let's zoom back in. Oh, wait. Did I mess that up? Could maybe have it come across. I think it needs it. I think it needs it needs it coming, the rings coming right across. There we go. That's better. Have the ring come right across the plant. Okay. Now we're cooking. All right. See, it takes a lot of little stuff to do this. I love this bird, your favorite animal, and your color. Plus, oh, thank you, Katrina. All right, so yeah, some little details, like some of the little, make his little bird feet a little scruffier. Not so, I mean, I want the white to shine on the outside edge, but I don't want it like outlined. So I'm going to kind of throw in some marks in there so it's not so perfect. So I think you can tell that how that made a difference. See, I'll let y'all compare the two textures. All right, so now let's see that one and how it looks more natural than that. See how that's kind of outlined? But you got to get that stuff down. You got to get it on there to go over it or around it. Just like you do a base of gray. I was going to try to get done by about 11:30, but looks like it's going to be closer to 12 before I quit. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get every little detail done, but I didn't want to work on it more further with some of these details until we were back here today. All right, so let's see, what else can I want to, all right, let's go over here. Let me get a sienna color. Hang on. I could do some of this with paint, but I'm going to go ahead and show you some with pencil. No, I don't want Tuscan red. I want a sienna color. Okay, let me do this one. Now, I know I have a bigger sienna than that one. So what I want to do is I wanted to kind of, let me sharpen, put in some of the little scales. Oh, hey, Jen. And I don't know if Jen wants, I'll leave it up to Jen if she wants to say. Jen had a tragedy in her family, but I don't know if she wants to say. So that's not dark. Let me try this brown color. I'm going to leave it up to Jen if she wants to say or not. And it, if you don't want to hear, I mean, it's sad, guys. So I won't say it, but I'll leave it up to Jen. So I just want these little tiny little scales. What is this? Is this? It is dark brown. For some reason, it's not looking dark brown to me on here. Kind of deciding I want some in dark brown and some in the sienna. So I just want some scale, essence of scale, as Blade Artistic Biker would say. Just a few little indications of scale. See, I don't want to scale it all the way like, perfect snake skins. I just want some indication that they're there. And this could take a minute. I won't do the whole thing because I want to do some other things before we leave. But I want you to kind of see how I'm just kind of putting some in sienna, some in dark brown, and just kind of making it just so you can kind of see a few. Okay, it's okay. I'll leave you guys and you are here. Okay, well, I didn't know if you wanted to say, Jen. I didn't know, you put it on Twitter, so I know it wasn't a secret, but I didn't know if she wanted to mention it because she came in. So, all right, so you can kind of see where that's going there. We love you, Jen. I think she's already gone. Did I miss? I'm sorry. Did I miss something, guys? I'm looking. Did I? Yeah, Shauna, keep them in her prayer. Okay. All right. So y'all can see where I'm heading with this. All right. It's going to look kind of like this all the way down the paint swatch snake. Kind of like that. So it'll take some time to do that. All right, so let's go back up in here, and I want to get my gray. Let me get a cool gray. Maybe a couple of grays. This one of these two will probably be good. All right. So what I want to do is have some nice, really darks right in here. So I'm going to do this before I do the Posca on top. And I could have done this with paint too, guys. I just want a few indications of some darker ones kind of flicking in here. Because we're going to put Posca over the top. All right, let's see. Let's put a little more in here just to give his little legs a little bit more definition. Maybe a little bit right up under this side of his feathers in here. And a little bit more up under his chinny chin. Maybe give his eye a little more definition there. Okay. Something like this. Maybe a little bit more in here. Remember, I can make them any way I want because, he's my bird. All right, now I'm going to take the lighter gray. Not light up. Let's go with the lighter. And just kind of feather that in a little, blend it in a little. We're going to go in here with some white. And if you don't have a Posca, you can just use a paint and a brush. That's what I did for years before Posca. White paint and a brush. Just give it a little bit more depth in there. Can y'all see the difference? Yeah, it does make a big difference with pencil, for sure. It will, for sure. Lots more shading. I could even do more, but I want to kind of keep it not too, a little bit in his feet here. That's too thick. Where's my black? Too thick. Just use your black to erase if you already painted the background, you know. And I'm going to add some more up in here. Some more nebulization definition. And then up into the here as well. And then around these planets, I might put some light blue around a couple of them. Maybe some, I'll start with some light blue, but maybe some a little bit more white around some of them. And just give them a little bit of glow to them, sort of. And if you get too much, just go back in there with your black and erase it out if it gets too thick. But I kind of like it kind of just sketchy like that around my planets. Something like that. Keep them kind of, you know. Same thing for when I get up in here with the orange and these other colors. I don't want this orange in here, though, to overshadow this orange. I want this to be more not as bright. Same thing, I got to do the little snake tails up here, or the little what do you call it, rattlers. Do these little rattlers. No, I think I need a dark blue. So I'll keep working on those. All right, so I do need to do some more with the a little bit more yellow glow on the edge here. I might have to do that with paint. I want a little bit more. And then around this, I'm going to want some light. Is there anybody watching the BBC Sky Arts Portrait Artist of the Year and the pottery one? Potter of the Year? Is anybody watching those on YouTube? They're on YouTube. I don't know if anybody has a link. I did tweet a link on Twitter last week before last, I think. They're so good. I love those shows. A couple of years ago, there was Landscape Artist of the Year, and I watched them all on cable on TV. This year, they're putting them on YouTube. They're on YouTube now. I've really been enjoying those. If you just put in pottery of the year or portrait artist of the year, they'll come up on YouTube search real easy. So they're not hard to find. You haven't watched the pottery one yet, Zealy? They're good. I think they're up to about episode 6. They show one a week. They're up to, I think, episode 6 on the pottery. And I think they're up to going to go into episode 5 on the portrait sometime this week. Okay, now let's bring this. I hope I'm staying in camera. I'm so zoomed in. Sometimes I forget when I'm zoomed in. Okay, now I want a little bit of light slicks of like coming around the sketchy kind of thing here, because it makes it look kind of translucent and kind of, again, once I get into Digi more, I can so envision all this stuff in my Digi. 3 or 4 different programs. I got Procreate, Sketch, iPaint, or something. I got 3 or 4 different ones on my new iPad. And I did buy a bunch of Udemy classes when they were on sale before or around Christmas or right after Christmas. They had a bunch of them on sale. I got stuck power watching them a few months ago. I know, right? Right, Kim? I mean, oh my gosh. I'm gonna still work on that glow a little bit more, but I think we're getting there. Do I want a shooting star? See, I get carried away. I do want. All right, let's go ahead and get back onto the bird for a minute, because I do want to get in here and show you how we're going to flick all these little feathers in now on top of all the shading. So all the undercolors are going to still show. See? I want to make sure and get a few little flicks up and over some of the dark areas too. I want some more defined feathers, some little flicky ones. These are going to come over going this a ways. And they're very, a lot of them are very stylized. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to flick. Am I on camera? Okay. Bye, Gail. And then when that's dry, I can get in here with, well, let me just dry it real quick. I can kind of knock it back a little. I gotta sharpen this. Oh, thanks, Noodle. Joycey. Can kind of just knock it back so it's not so harsh on some of those edges. Kind of like you do the little hairs on people, when you have like the little flicks of hair. Just to make it a little more fuzzy, like softer. And we could go in there even with a little bit. Where's my gray? That's not going to be dark enough. It's not going to be. We're going to use black. I have a dark blue here somewhere. I had a dark blue sitting here somewhere. Now, all right, I'm going to go in there. Just like where a few feathers are a little more shadowed in there. Something like that. Oh, thank you, Kenny. Did you see my little astronaut? Maybe we'll put a little bit of a blue around him. Just a little bit of blue. Maybe a little blue on the star here. Just a little hint of white. Okay, let's see. Let's get back down in here. I want to get it into these feathers. So is there any questions or anything, guys? Or did I not cover something? I'm sure I've not done something. And then I'm going to go around all this too, like with blue and white. Let me get some white, maybe that'll show up. Like in here, I can do little flicks. So they don't all have to be that stark. Like these are going to be really white over here, but these can be a little less stark if you just put them in with the white pencil rather than the Posca. They're a little softer, I should say. But I've been having fun with the little guy here. Make him a little fluffy. I don't know. I just kind of making these little feathers up as we go because it's just whatever way they seem that they need to flick, you know. And I'll finish all that scaling. It's going to look about like that all the way down. I don't want it solid. Janet, what are you and Eileen planning on today on your show? I'm going to put a little pencil around that to soften his little fur or his little feathers around his legs. I'll have plans today, Janet. Let's see what they plan. Oh, questions. Dee Dee, astronaut is hanging on the hands of time. Yes, he is hanging on the hands. Yeah. Ian said, Dee Dee, they should do a show with all kinds of art forms and just set a project for the artist. They did have something like that, Ian. It wasn't a British show, though. It was an American show, and it's been a long time. It's been maybe 10 years. I forgot what it was called. Not Artist of the Year, but something pretty simple. And they did do where they'd give the artist challenges, but it was all very abstract, very impressionistic. Janet says, Eileen's going to be in charge today. I don't mind admitting I'm scared. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to keep working on it. Just keep, let me dry this and I'll show you like around his little feet here. I want to do a little bit softer, just kind of soften those feathers kind of around his feet there so they're not like real harsh lines. So you can just soften it with a pencil. Same thing right in here. You can make this a little softer. I hope y'all can tell. I still have to do this wing and the tail, but it's going to just kind of be doing the same thing as I am up here. Maybe we'll have one or two little brighter ones here and there. Not too many. I want this side to be a little not as bright, but maybe there's a couple little feathers that are just hitting the light just right. All right, let's back out and see what we got here. So you can kind of see where we're going. And I'll work on it the rest of the day. But I wanted to do enough of it so you can kind of see where we were going. I hope I did enough. I hope I've done enough so you can see what I'm going to be doing. Like all the little scales are going to go all the way around. I'll probably go in here with a few more bright stars, you know, because these are kind of, and I've rubbed on this for a while now, you know, working on it, the stars in the back. I could either fling some more stars or I could just go in here and add a few brighter ones with the Posca because I've kind of run my hand over this for the last couple of days, you know, the last 2 days that we've worked on it. And so I'll go in there and pop out a few extra stars. And I'm going to make, I'll try a couple of different print sizes. I'll do an 8x10 and a 5x7, see which one I like. But I'm liking it. It's just got a little bit more detail to go. I hope y'all have enjoyed watching me work on it. And I hope this whole video, guys, if y'all weren't here at the beginning, and thanks everyone for the thumbs up. And I think it's about, someone said it is fully up now, but for a few days on a PC, my video was only showed half the video from last Wednesday, but the whole video would show on the iPad and iPhone. And it wasn't just my computer. I'm not saying that. It's everybody that was on a PC could only see half of Wednesday's show. Picola, did you say the whole thing is up now? Did you say my whole video was up with the chat? But for 2 or 3 days, it was like just half the video would show up on PC, but on devices, the whole thing would show. So it was really weird. So, yeah. It is up with the chat now. Okay, so if y'all didn't get to watch all of Wednesday's show, and I did flips through some of my old portfolios and stuff the first hour, if you didn't get to see that, go back and watch that later as well. But in the meantime, Janet comes on at 1. It's been doing that with a lot of people, Ian. Okay, so if y'all don't see the full, we've been here 3.5 hours. If the full 3.5 hours isn't showing up here, give it a day or two. Or watch it on an iPad. Oh my gosh. So I don't know. Okay, thanks, Judy. And thanks everybody for joining me, and hope y'all enjoyed this. And don't forget, thank you all for the happy mail. Oh my gosh, it was so fun seeing all the happy mail this morning. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll let you go. We'll see you over at Janet's in about an hour. And okay. Thanks, guys. And remember, everybody that supported me this month, I'm going to plan on sending out some prints of this. I don't know which size yet because it depends on which one looks the best. So, all right, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.